I hate y'all.
Okay, welcome to episode 34.
Yes.
Is that correct, Markel?
Correct.
34.
34.
We're just gonna call Markel assistant DM from now on, because he remembers the things.
No, just because he remembers a few things and runs production doesn't mean he's assistant DM.
There's a lot of things going on here, Thomas, all right?
Yeah. Last episode, the group did some exploration. They rid the jungle of some spiders, some teleporty spiders of teleportiness, so that they could put a secret, growing zone out in the forest somewhere, secure and secret again. They then went and explored the, what did I call it? This is not the right.
This man here.
Dun, dun, dun.
Well, I mean, the throne.
The throne.
I did write it at the bottom. I'm being.
Throne or no.
Yeah, it was the throne room, but it's not the right document. Anyway, there was something root. I can't fucking remember what they called it. But they found a room. Wait, did I maybe name it on this thing? I bet I didn't. It's probably, I just called it a waiting room. Okay, never mind. They found this room. You can just watch last week's episode. You lazy ass. Jesus. This is what you gotta deal with every day. So they
time tangle. What?
It was a time tangle where they had to solve a complex and ingenious puzzle. It was just a puzzle. And they also found a little goblin known as TikTok.
Yep, TikTok.
We lost her name.
TikTok was born centuries ago and had accidentally triggered or done something to cause the time advancement in the room, which caused him to die, get old and die, or had died of old age, who we don't even know. But the group managed to cleverly, I think by accident, bring him back to life so that he didn't die, which is great. So now they have a new companion known
TikTok.
Yeah, known as TikTok, who let the group know that he crafted or helped craft a golem called Zank, which is a protector controlled by an amulet that they found in this control room. They also found a strange green agate stone that had runes all covered through it and around it, and realized that it was basically a heartstone to the throne, which is a teleportation circle, which they've also found out because they brought the High Magus, Magus, whatever his name is, they brought him with them. So, the group had successfully at least learned of a golem that they could use potentially protect the island.
Named what?
Zank.
Zank, yeah.
And also I can hear you typing pretty loudly, Ryan.
All right.
There's a sound reduction thing there you might be able to use,
So they found out about this golem Zeg. It was in the shoreline somewhere around the island. They also found out that the gateway that they found before, which was, I can't remember what it's called, the Gate of Athos, was a portal to somewhere that the giants came from. And that they could potentially reactivate that somehow. And they were heading out of the room with their newfound friend. as they speak, as we speak, as everyone speaks.
Okay.
Yeah. What do you guys want to do? A
Uh,
dog barks in the distance.
TikTok. Quick question. Where is your workshop facility? You know, the place that you want. I don't remember.
Oh yeah. I don't really remember. I think it was somewhere under. There was like a. Oh, there used to be this big castle on the in the mountain, and there was like a
In the mountain or volcano?
the volcano. It's a
Oh,
mountain, you know
okay,
what
yeah.
call it, and there was like a big secret chamber that I had like a workshop in.
Okay. Maybe we know. Maybe we don't. I will take you to where we are, and you let us know if this is close to where you need to be.
Yeah, I mean I could take you there if you want.
Okay. We'll follow you.
Okay, and he just like walks.
TikTok.
Yeah.
Don't be startled if a lot of things have changed.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. No, it's I get it. You know, it's in the future a lot. I'm sure there's like fantastical flying machines, and there's some kind of maybe the dragons disappeared, and we all live in these giant tall buildings called skill scrapers or something. I don't know. Like who knows?
Yeah, actually, we have the inventor of the flying car with us right here, Fantasia.
What is a car?
I don't even know what the car
Exactly.
Yeah, you kind of just went with, you skipped over the whole cars exist part.
Cars exist?
I don't know what that is either. This is something new. I guess it's from Chinye's place.
Cars are critically automated. I don't know what the last part is. Ask Fantasia.
Robots.
Thank you.
Wow. But you mean like Zank? He was there before. He's
Yes.
a critically automated robot of some kind.
But they're mass-produced Zanks now. Not as strong. That's what he's getting.
Oh, well, I wouldn't expect they would be as strong, but, that could be dangerous for the island if there's a lot of them.
Don't worry, there's not many on this island. I don't think there's actually any on this island. That's why it's good that we have a Zanks, you know?
What?
Yeah.
I don't know what they're talking about, to be honest with you. I am kind of confused here, but we can.
Look, I'm setting his expectations low so he's not disappointed. All right, once we exit this cave.
I think you're setting his expectations high.
Hi. So he will be disappointed.
Well, okay. Anyway, should we just go?
We're walking and talking, I guess.
Okay.
This is the way that we came in, so they go their way.
He walks you guys back towards the island, the town. And as you go, and he's like, "What? There was a town here before. This is pretty. There wasn't this big hole in the town, but there was a lot more of those drow elves, and there was definitely a lot of big giants. And the town was definitely bigger. The buildings were bigger because giants, And up here is where, and he starts like walking you guys to the top, and you get to the mansion. He's like, "Well, there was a castle here before, but it's the same place." And yeah, he shows you. I assume you're showing him where the like big cat cave was.
Yeah.
Underneath.
Oh,
he's
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Yeah, so like as you're walking down, it's my old workshop's entrance is still here. That's great. I bet it's still filled with all the tools that I needed.
Probably not. It was kind of clean.
No?
It was not much here when we had to fight German and them. Oh no.
Wait.
And I get kicked. So anyway.
Yeah. Also, my big box of tools, because those were pretty much indestructible. That's all there, right?
Probably not, but you can look.
Okay. Well,
remember, it's been years and years and years. There's been multiple people exchanging hands here, deciding to do what they need to do, I guess, whatever. I don't know how long it's been for you, honestly. And yeah, as you could tell, this probably doesn't even look like the same mansion. So
Oh no, it was a castle before. It was a
Yeah.
castle. So
it was
for
bigger.
giants.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah. This definitely does not serve giants anymore.
Yeah, I guess not. I didn't see any giants. Is there any giants here?
No, not that I saw. No, we got wyverns
I
though.
mean,
Yeah,
they're
big
they're
guys.
half giants. I mean, those count as
There's
parts of giants.
Mogram. He's close to one.
Yes.
Oh, no offense, Mr. Mulgrim, but you're not.
I see.
Yeah,
They're
that's
quite a lot taller, I would say. Like maybe
How tall are these giants?
I mean like maybe like 14 feet,
40 feet.
14 feet, you know,
I'm about to say, well,
Like
good,
double
like
your
20.
size. Oh, okay.
and double my size too.
Yeah, that's a big person. That's not here.
Huh.
I haven't seen one. I
Yeah.
think it'll be pretty easy
No, I
to
haven't
spot.
seen.
You know. You seen big ass birds? You know, some big ass buzzards. And we got wyverns.
Buzzard?
We got there's some
Yeah,
wolves.
the wyverns, I saw them. They were here before. I mean, not those ones exactly, but
Quick-
wyverns. They look the same.
Quick
pretty much.
question: when I had a
Bit
vision
smaller.
of your well, I guess you didn't know Arlak like that, but he was fighting some jinn. Do you know much about that?
Not a lot. Not a lot. No, I know that the giants used to live on the plane of fire, the material plane of fire. Well, I mean, most fire giants do. I know that they were moving. I mean, from what I could tell, they did at some point move the island here to escape invading army of some kind. So it may have been that. And Jinn obviously are, generally from the plane of air or the plane of the sky, as it were. So maybe they had some sort of invasion onto the plane of fire and were fighting with the Ifriti. Who knows? Really,
fighting
that
with the
wasn't
who?
me. Ifriti.
What is the Friti?
Well, it's like the Jinn. They're the they come from. Well, sir, you are clearly a Jinnati, as I can tell. Descended from Jinn, right? That's correct.
That's what I was told.
So, well, let's say your mother or father, instead of being air, they were fire. Then you'd be descended from Ifriti.
Oh, okay. I think I met one fire giant or fire genasi in my life.
Yeah, so at some point in their family, there was, an Ifriti had been involved in, the whole. I don't know how
yeah.
humans do it, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
Gotten a lot less lately.
Do you know okay, do you see your stuff here though? I mean, we
So I had like a storage space. There was over here, and he like goes over to that like opening, and he opens up. He's like, yes, it was too much to hope for that, but never mind. It won't take me long to get up and running. Do you mind if I repurpose my workshop again?
I don't have any problem. Anyone else?
Nope. No.
You might want to meet the rest of the crew though, because we need to make sure you're okay and you're safe while you're here. And we do have a group of people that help us run the island.
They don't let goblins on this island anymore.
Well, I mean, I just want to make sure you're okay, because I don't know how you goblins were before, but goblins now are pretty like crazy.
They're not really.
Oh, that was the same before. They've grown up to crazy. That's good. That's good. Yeah, goblins are evolving.
What?
I guess not really.
Before I would have said, batshit crazy, complete psychotic.
I'm just trying to be nice.
That's pretty much
okay.
that. They're savage, and there's a really mentally ill man who calls himself Slayer. He just goes around killing them for fun.
That's disgraceful.
Yeah, he's a strange man in a suit of armor. Hangs around with a little priest.
Has anyone ever seen his face?
Not that I know of. Some people say they see red glows in his armor, but I don't know. That may be a myth.
Well, I'll keep an eye out for this Goblin Slayer. I don't know who he might be. But anyway, yeah, no, I mean, I'm happy to meet anyone you need. I mean, as long as I can get back to work, I'll be quite happy. You know, I mean, I'll serve anyone who's in charge of the island. It's totally fine, Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, Tintan, I don't know what else we want to do. You want to get the crew later? We let them meet them. We still need to. I mean, what is our auto operations? What do we want to do for the rest of the day?
I know we still have that
Gandra?
door to check out, but we can do that later. I start getting on the sea and going to.
Well, to be
where we need
honest,
to go to.
don't we want to see what this golem do?
Yeah.
I mean, if
I
he's
mean, we
protector of
do.
the
Yeah,
island,
thanks. I mean, I could help you with that if you like.
I think we'll appreciate that if we can get him to help us protect the island from intruders.
Who exactly do you want controlling Zank whilst you're away? Who would be in charge?
Wouldn't it be the god? Wouldn't we want someone there?
Lincoln knows how to command things.
But Lincoln is not on the council. She didn't really
Well,
want to.
I mean, Zank is. You'll have to meet him. I mean, I just had to say him. He's not really got a personality, as it were. But the person who has control of it is going to be quite powerful. Let me just warn you of that. Zank is definitely not to be given lightly.
Can someone control that and not be on the island, or no?
Oh no, you would need to be close by, at least within a few miles, to control him. Otherwise, he would just deactivate.
Well,
the pendant hasn't got a very long range.
Oh, you just need the pendant, so anyone can they can switch it up.
Whoever wears the pendant, you as the ruler must speak the command word to attach the pendant to the person. They can't just hand it to anybody. But once you have, they have complete control over Zank, not you. So just be careful of that.
Yeah, don't give it to someone who'll kill you right after.
No, I mean, yeah, he probably would kill you all, actually.
Oh.
That is nice.
Lovely. So we know he's strong. So, that's easy because it narrows down the list a lot.
It narrows down to
everyone
2 people.
we don't know personally. So.
Well, 2 people are kind of a third, but not really. It either goes Val, it goes Kayas, or it goes Batan. But to be honest, I don't know.
I don't know Batan at all, so I vote against that. But we'll still go meet him first. You never know.
Well, do you want me to take you to where? Well, at least where I last. Well, actually, they probably used him since then, but he has a number of storage bays on the island. Would you like me to take you?
That would be great.
I'd like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me know. Do you want to go now?
I think that may be best idea, right? It's only early day, or is it late?
I have no idea. We were in a room without time for a long time.
We walked out of that room to now, so
yeah. So I don't know how long we were in there. I don't know if it's early or it's been a week.
Let's go ask someone.
We were not in there too long.
No. It was. Well, actually, I don't know how long to check.
Let's go upstairs and ask Atticus or someone. All right.
Yeah, let's see what day it is from Atticus.
So
you head upstairs.
Looking for somebody to ask the day and time. Anybody, anyone.
Atticus is upstairs in the sort of like central room with Val, and they're talking about and actually also Boom Boom. And they're talking about as you come in, there's Boom Boom's like, yeah, no, I don't want their cheese to be set on fire, but pretty good spot, I guess. And Val's like, yes, well, just Boom Boom, you're gonna have to restrain. Oh, hi everyone. What is that?
Hello, everyone. This is a
This
new
is
member of
TikTok.
our island, TikTok.
He's like, hi, TikTok. I was like, I know
So-
I probably shouldn't ask this.
No,
but
no, it is okay. He
Where
knows.
did you get him from?
So listen. So this island is it is magical, right? There's things here like there used to be gods and stuff. He's actually from that time, you know. He was stuck in time and we got him out, you know, through the island volcano stuff. And he's here now. So he like skipped time. He's here. And yeah, he's willing to help. He knows all the defenses on this island and he wants to be viable.
He's aware that almost all goblins have been exterminated in the southern hemisphere, right?
Well, that's why
He's like,
I'm bringing.
what?
Hold on, TikTok. This is what I was trying to tell you. So listen. We know he's not. You know, he's a goblin, of course. The thing is, he is very useful. That's why we want to make sure he is protected. Here. So
He's a good guy as well.
He's a smart gobby.
I wouldn't say I was good.
Please stop talking now, TikTok.
I'm a good guy.
Okay. See? Good man.
He like grins like a massive row of like spiked teeth around his mouth, like huge wide grin.
this is different for me too, Val. I understand, but some alliances are really good to have.
He's like, it's okay.
Yeah,
At
you
this
see,
point, I've kind of gotten used to this.
that's cool. Some goblins can be good.
Anyway,
you know? Like pirates.
Anyway, what do you? What's the next? What's happening? 'Cause
So look,
we're looking at sending out
we-
a party to help clear out those spiders you dealt with this morning.
Oh,
That was very good. Thank you very much. Actually, we're going to use the silk actually as some of the larger reels to fence the area off to maybe stop some wandering people coming into the space
and animals.
uninvited. Exactly. So
Spark.
and there was a number of younger spiders there. We might even see if we can
Farm.
cultivate some spiders to help us with the silk. We'll have to see how that goes.
That makes a lot of sense. So your efforts, and maybe we need to speak with everyone else too. I mean, well, we do, but in your efforts, we would like to get. So look, he has a golem. Okay, he has a golem that protects the island, and we're looking for him now.
It's a bit more than a golem, but if you want to trivialize Zank like that, then feel free. But Zank is a highly sophisticated product of TikTok's ingenuity and the knowledge of Balgra.
so yeah, Zank's is basically a giant car. If you remember.
I don't know
What
the
is
car.
it? I was like, what's a car?
I don't know. Either.
Oh,
I don't know why he keep on referencing it. I don't know what it is, but yes.
Okay, well, do we have use of this Zank? What's the
We think he can help us on the island.
yeah.
Oh.
That way, yeah, he can help with
very
know,
good.
if anyone ever attacks or probably needs to get something out of a very tall tree, don't want to climb. Construction, he's got multi uses.
I don't think that
No,
was his use.
no,
there
no.
for Tizan.
He said he's more than just a golem, which would mean more than protection. He can help with construction. Duh.
Like a
Maybe
bipedal metal killing machine would be good. I would say that would be accurate. Mhm.
Sounds more like
It can-
defense to me.
Bipedal metal killing machine.
Bipedal killing death machine.
And so
That
Val,
works too. Yeah, I like that too. Death
Wait.
machine. I like the idea of death. That was good.
So Val, what we need to do, whoever wears this pendant, TikTok, can I see that pendant real quick?
He just gives it to you. He's like, you're the boss.
Oh, okay. Whoever's wearing this pendant controls it, okay? And tells it what to do on the island. And so we'll need the council to get together, maybe when we get back, along with Kayas and all of us to discuss who is watching over him. I'm assuming it's going to be you or Kayas, but I'm not sure.
You're very well. No, okay, no problem.
Am I wrong by saying that, guys? I don't know. I'm just saying things.
I think Mr. Caius may be out hunting at the moment.
Yeah, but by the time we get back, we got to go to like the other side of the island, there probably. So
actually, we got to go to many places.
He's like, no, I think probably it's in the main area, which would be by the gateway. That would be where we need to go.
Oh, it's by gateway. Okay.
I mean, that's usually where, because obviously when the gateway was active, we would use Zank just to cover the portal, make sure that it was nothing came through that we didn't want to come through.
Quick question: Can Zank travel?
Travel where?
Like away from this island.
If he could walk there, maybe.
He can go through portals. He can
So
teleport.
can he walk underwater? Is what I'm.
Yeah, he could walk underwater.
So,
but I mean, he's not very fast.
Yeah, I know.
Where are you trying to get him to go, is all?
No, I am just curious if he can leave. Some things are bound to their location. Some things are not.
No, I know he's not bound to the island as such. No, he's bound to the medallion, to the that you have
the pendant. Okay.
But he's quite slow. You'd have to put him on some. I doubt that there's any ship that could carry him.
Oh, he's that heavy.
Oh yeah. Oh yes, he's quite heavy.
Ships have gotten a lot stronger, so yeah, you never know.
You gotta think they were.
You gotta meet him.
We're gonna meet him. So Val, we'll be back. If you can round up as many people as possible, we'll be gone for a few, like some hours. Good distance, and then we'll be back probably in the night.
It's gonna take it to the. Do you have some kind of means of fast traveling, like a Discord or some kind of teleportation in the group, or are we gonna be walking there?
We have some wyverns.
How many?
We have wyverns. We have also birds, giant eagles.
We have a statue of an owl. I mean, the captain does, but
How far away is this? Because we only got.
I mean, it's about maybe a day back.
Did they take you that long, Mogram?
I mean, flying it probably would take you a couple of hours, I guess, but walking a day.
Chinye, do you have enough birds for that?
I mean, isn't your owl able to carry all of us?
Yes, but they'll be carrying us there, but we need to ride back,
I mean, we can have a nice brisk walk back. We just need a Harry there, not Harry back.
We have 2 wyverns that's ready to.
Yeah, we can ride the owl. You 2 ride your trained wyverns.
I'll get on. I'll hop on one of those wyverns then. No problem for me.
If anything, I can just turn into a cat and I basically weigh nothing. So.
Okay, I'm fine with that. We can do that if you're okay with that. Still,
I don't know how to get there.
Yeah, we're
look, no.
I could turn Mogram into a cat too.
Well, what you could do, listen.
Someone will need to carry him.
One of the wyverns can just pick you up.
Or a Siamese cat.
Okay, listen, guys.
Do not turn me into a cat.
He is going to go
what
show
about
us.
a small panther?
He is going to go show us the golem. Or
yes, we'll
have to come either. I mean,
we all don't have to go.
We're all going. You're not making us, sit this out. We want to see this.
I said I can stay. I didn't say you. I said I can.
Is it big for a giant or is it giant size? That's what I want to learn. Like,
you will see it. Why are you asking questions about it? You're going to go.
Because I want to set my expectations. Okay.
Don't set your expectations. See it when you go. Hey, I'm staying here with the villagers. I'm gonna help the villagers out. Y'all can take the wyverns.
Tintan. Tintan.
Yes.
Actually,
Yes.
I don't think so. I think it'll be good because you have the most training with the wyverns for you to go. Because
Exactly.
I wasn't here. But listen, what we can do, we got 2 wyverns, we got an owl, okay? We're most likely going to have to walk back if this golem, I mean, if, Zank is as big as he is. So we're going to have to walk back anyway. So we'll be back tomorrow, Val, okay? What we need to do
Okay.
is, we also got to take Gandral, he's here.
Yes, I would like to see this gateway for certainly.
So we got
Certainly
7
this
people.
gateway.
If we do 2 people per flying thing, right? And a cat.
And I was like, I'll be fine. Actually, don't worry about me.
Oh yeah, Fantasia can fly.
Let me know where it is. I will meet you there.
For an hour.
Yeah, for like.
Yeah,
She'll be okay.
it's the reason we
You know
can use
what?
the Eagles.
I can. Randall's like, I can deal with one more person actually, if you would like.
That would be great. See, we got this. All of us can go, no problem.
I just want to figure out, instead of bickering toward each other, what we're doing.
I told you we're
don't want to
fine.
wait.
He's using the owl. You're using your trained wyverns, and boom.
Yeah, we're good.
Shake and shrink things. I mean, if there's any seating problem, just turn someone cuddly.
Let's do it. Chinye, I don't
Really?
think you need to turn into anything cuddly. I think we have enough rights to take you.
Sounds good.
All right, so let's do it. So Val, we'll be here tomorrow. Let's see what you think we'll make it back if we walk Zank all the way back here, how long you think it'll take?
Oh, I mean, it depends on how much energy he has left. I would say 10, 11 hours, maybe.
So let's have our meeting in the morning.
Full energy?
You want to say noon?
Oh, I mean, I'm assuming he's nowhere near full energy, so it would be quite slow.
Well, that's what I was asking. Is it 10 or 11 hours of full energy? Will it take longer if he's at, let's say, half or...
No, 10, 11 hours is my expectation based on the number. Yeah, 10 or 11 hours based on the number of years you have told me, based on the slow degradation of umbral crystals, based on the trajectory of the Earth. If some basic mathematics.
Huh.
So
you understand, Mr. Orc? Yes, it's pretty elementary.
No.
Do not. Okay.
We'll be back let's have a meeting tomorrow at noon. How about that? Tomorrow at noon. It's what time is it right now, Val?
It's about 1 p.m.
Yeah, so tomorrow about noon we'll have our meeting with everyone. We'll introduce TikTok. We'll figure out the council thing on the way. Whatever we need to do, make our votes and call it a day. And we'll hopefully have a defender of the island with us that we can utilize.
Fantastic. So, Mr. Orc, would you be against potentially being missed for a few hours?
What?
What is it?
Well, you see, actually, let me just show you, and you just become a cloud of mist.
Oh.
And he becomes a cloud of mist. And he just starts off towards the direction he needs to go. The mist cloud starts swooping off, and you have all your understanding, all of your faculties.
And I'm just a cloud of mist?
You're a cloud of mist.
So if
what? Should I be following him? I don't know how to react to this.
You feel like you could easily unbecome a cloud of mist if you wanted to, but you realize that would obviously stop you being a cool cloud of mist.
This is a weird sensation. I don't know how to handle it.
If you cast Gust on him, what would happen, Shay? Curious.
Please don't.
Can we
Click,
can we just
I
go?
got my wyverns.
Yeah.
Click.
That's it. I follow Tintan. Tintan, how's my wyvern been doing?
She's been fine.
Thank you. Jet?
Very fine.
Jet has been amazing, right?
Yes. I enjoyed my time with them. I enjoyed my time with them alone.
That did not help Fantasia's ill, okay? I'm telling you right now. That sounds kind of wrong, but that's cool as long as you know. Wait, I don't know how to feel, but it's okay. Let's just take our wave runs. Do we need to walk away from the island, or do we need to just wait here? Are people comfortable with them now?
People are comfortable with the wyverns. Some people are still scared of them just because how they look, but for the most part, they are comfortable with them.
Let's
They
do a
listen very
flyby
well.
wave like a parade.
Oh goodness.
I am not doing all that. I am going to fly directly to the spot where we need to go.
Of course, but you let the people know.
Glandrel like reappears in front of you guys. He's like, I just realized you could just all come with me if you'd like. If you don't want the wyverns.
Oh, okay, that's fine. You want to do that?
Yes.
Let's do
Okay,
it.
and everyone just becomes mist.
Oh,
Oh,
but we
he
can't
just
talk.
starts-
Yeah,
Nope, you missed. So he
we're trying to follow TikTok.
yeah. Follow him.
Do I know
He
which one is
basically,
TikTok's missed?
You just
Yes, the
all
one
a
that
bunch of
stinks.
mist. TikTok just zooms off ahead. You just see one bit of mist zooming off. It's going real fast. So basically, he casts Wind Walk on everybody, and it's up to 10 willing creatures you can see within range. Assume a gaseous form for the duration, appearing as wisps of cloud. Your flying speed is 300 feet, and you have resistance from damage from anything non-magical.
Nice.
That's pretty cool.
And we're
And you
off.
can take 2 actions. You can either dash or revert to normal form.
Dashing.
Yeah.
So you can
Alright.
travel 600 feet every 6 seconds. So you can go pretty freaking fast.
Let's go.
So yeah, within like a couple of hours, you guys arrive at the gateway, and you see Glandrel just standing at the front of the gate, and he's inspecting the gate and talking to TikTok, and saying like, so it was activated how? And TikTok's like, well, ingenious. There's a number of cogs here that you have to attach umbral crystal power generators to in activating the gateway. I believe the configuration that we had when I went in was to the city of Brass. So obviously, got to be a little careful if we were to reactivate it again. But city of Brass is a very useful place to get to if you need to get to anywhere else in sort of the sort of like smithing and construction world around the the plains.
What
whichever
exactly
plane you
the
look
city
for.
of Brass? What is this city exactly?
So, you've not been to the city of Brass. And Glandrel's like, well, me neither, but I've read a fair amount. I believe currently it is ruled over by, oh god, if I remember rightly, the Grand Sultan, Marake al-Sadan al-Harik ben Lazan.
What?
I
What?
believe
Are you a native speaker?
very much not, but it's an Efriti city. But it is the city in the Plain of Fire. A huge, it's more like a province. It is in this huge dome of brass. It's one of the only places in the Plain of Fire that the human mortal beings must be of considerable power could actually travel without burning to death. But it does have a number of access portals to other areas of the plains and other cities. There is some trade done with the Efreet there, especially among some of them, the drow and monstrous races of this place.
So it doesn't seem like we're too welcomed.
Well, Sir Genasi, I would say very unlikely for you. The tiefling there, quite welcome, I would say. Druid, humanoid, maybe. Half orc, yes.
It's a full orc.
Full orc.
The full orc Well, the full up would be better, actually. Yes, that would be okay for sure. And Mr. Triton here, I wouldn't recommend it.
So they don't like blue people.
More that yours.
I feel that way too.
Let's say I don't assume that you like dry places all that much. You're more used to the damp, wet.
I don't mind. Just because I'm blue doesn't mean I don't care. It doesn't faze me.
I like to dive into seas.
Yeah, so the seas in this plane are definitely going to be slightly uncomfortable. You would definitely you would stick out quite drastically. And Mr. Genasi, it is not necessarily the blue skin, but the heritage. The Air Genasi are definitely not welcome.
That is nice.
Mortal enemies of the Afriti, basically.
That is good to know.
You would need to be in this. Well, the Jinn are mortal enemies of the Afriti, and it's pretty obvious where your heritage is. If you were potentially Fire Genasi, yes, there is a number of Fire Genasi there. So maybe with some disguise, you might be okay.
Okay.
Disguise.
There you go.
We don't know how hot it is. He could put on.
Oh, it's hot. Within the city itself, you would be able to walk around. It would be uncomfortable, but not dangerous. Though I would not recommend bare flesh upon the stone or the metal. I would say it's an option. It's an option for sure. Someone as myself would be okay there, I think. They tend to be respectful of magical power there. So I potentially could enter there with you as my entourage to protect me, but you would be tested for sure, and I don't really want to be. So the best bet, if you were to travel there, would be either you are the entourage of Mr. Orc here or Miss Tiefling. They are the most likely to seem at home. But I warn you, the Afriti rule with complete dominance of strength. They would any sign of weakness, and they would enslave you all in a moment.
Sorry.
So that sounds cool for Mogrim. I'm not sure about the whole.
So is this the only place you can go here through this portal?
This one, yes.
Oh no.
This one, yes.
We don't want to open this.
Are there other portals?
Not here on the island, no. But I mean, there is portals in other areas. This was how I would travel to Balgra, but I would go with the fire giants, who I'm generally not messed with in the city. So I don't know exactly. It doesn't take long. It'd take maybe a day or two through the portal if we were to activate it.
Yeah, okay, that's cool. No, so let's not start these. Let's find your golem. Let's figure out another thing. Cause, Gandral, I don't think that's a place you even want to be.
Is that? Oh no. I would rather. No, I'm not planning to travel further with you all. No, I'm going to stay on the island and investigate these interesting. I may reactivate this portal if I can find a way.
Why would you do that?
Just to.
Why?
Well, I mean, it's out of interest.
So you will reactivate these so that a fire giant or a Afriti can come beat your ass. That makes no sense.
Well, I mean, we supposedly have this death machine monster.
That still doesn't seem like a good portal to have open.
Listen, I will make a deal. If I do want to open it, I will notify you first and get permission.
Fair.
That's fair.
Fantastic. Shall we find
Zank?
Should we find this creature?
Yes,
that's good.
That's the only thing I was waiting on.
Okay, so TikTok says if we just need to head to the shoreline, it's probably just a short walk over here, and he's somewhat under the water, so
Okay. Well, I'm glad you are here, Tintan.
We can transfer ownership using the medallion. So who is going to currently have ownership so we can activate him and inspect and make sure that he is okay?
It's after
I mean,
me or
if we're
Tintan.
going underwater, I say 10-10.
Yeah, me or Tintan, either one. We both can
10-10.
breathe.
No. Yeah, 10-10. So get the swimming, sir.
Let's go.
Okay, so you must place the amulet over his head, as all.
Oh, okay. Here you go. I'll put it over
And
Tintan.
you must speak the words, I command thee.
I command thee. What?
Zank.
Zank?
Yes.
I command thee, Zank.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, right. So you should hopefully have access to activate Zank. He is in there's a cave. It's about I think it's about quarter of a mile down. And you need to go into the cave, and there should be a number of levers: a red one, a green one, and a blue one. And you need to pull them in the right order. I think it was green, red, and blue. And that will release him from his sort of holdings. And then all you have to do is activate him.
How do you activate him?
Putting the medallion over his head and saying, "I
No,
command
that is
thee."
yours, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't think that would give him command over himself.
Exactly.
Ooh, did we make it sentient?
Might be a bad idea, but hey, I mean, I'd be interested to see what happened.
Yeah, do not do that, Tintan, please.
You said how to activate him.
No, I was giving you the activation to control him just a second ago. That was what I was doing. That's why I went over your head and did that, and now you got powers to control Zinc.
Oh, okay.
I was about to make it sentient, and might have been a huge problem, but I am interested too. If you want to do that, Tintan. This
is why we gave it to you, Tintan, and not anyone else.
Yes.
Okay?
All right. So when I get down there, I'll pull the levers. Green. After I pull the green, red, blue, you said command him to come up.
Yeah.
Wake him up.
Yeah, but so there's a small problem. I don't remember how to do that. But anyway, I'm sure you'll work it out.
These guys, yeah.
You don't remember how to activate him?
Yeah, no.
Is there any documents, any books about it, or any guides somewhere?
Oh boy.
Did you find any?
Oh boy.
Just the one near the gateway.
Is that in the metal book?
Yeah.
Hold on. Is that the metal book? Is that the guide?
No.
No. That was the
a map.
That's the gateway control book and map.
I tried, guys.
Paragraph. I'm pretty sure it'll be obvious. It'll be obvious. Just
question: should we all go? Is it safer for all of us to go? Should we be like we're worried about traps or creatures protecting these Zinc?
It wasn't when I was here.
That's not helpful.
Tintin, do you want me to go down there with you?
I was going to go with him as well.
Yeah, you can if you want to. Yes, you can if you want to.
3 of us can go.
Can't you swim? Why don't you go help?
I am going with Tintan. I just gave him permission so he can speak underwater. I can only hold my breath underwater. That's a difference. So I'd rather Tintan have the abilities to speak to Zank if he needs to. I can do so.
Remember, pull levers. Green first, red, then blue.
I'm not pulling anything. I'll let you do that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all you two.
Green, red, blue. Let's go.
Hold on. I take a big whiff of Old Smoky before I go.
Mm.
I had to get my breath real quick. Ha! Natural one.
Uh-oh. Okay. Oh boy.
I can't code my cough real quick. Hold on.
Daniel's like, this. Where did you get that?
Huh? It was. Yo, hold on. One mama.
We-
I hit
he's
that
probably
wrong.
not going to be able to answer that for a while.
Where did
Found it. We found it in a trial for druids. Yeah.
It seems like it's like natural or something.
See, look.
Like-
So we went to this place and it was crazy. It was nice, lights. The colors popped. You know, the greens from the grass, the reds from the flowers. It was amazing. You know, it was cool.
Okay, you didn't tell me.
It was a
Yeah.
layer of pixies. That's what I can tell you. There were pixies, and it was sitting there. It was going underground. I wanted it. I got it.
Listen. We got it when we had a trial. We saw it in the land
Uh-huh.
fairies, and yes. So that's where we got it from.
So,
I think it's time for me to
Did
start
you-
swimming.
did you take something from a Fey land?
I don't know
I
what we
would
did.
say
I say that I tried to get out of. Hey, Fantasia, stop. Let's
It was
swim.
borrowed.
I jump in the
Why
water.
don't you? Yeah, just go with him. You see, he's going. I don't think he knows where he's going, so you might want to help that.
I'm supposed to go. Hold on. This water, it feels great right now. Okay, hold on.
All right.
And I jump into the water.
Jump and turn into a reef shark. and
It
just
is
dive
going to
in.
be you, Che, and Tinton. It is clear he might not be going anywhere, so we'll watch over him. Me and
I
Mo.
jump in the water and I go.
Okay.
We'll
Cool.
make sure he doesn't get lost.
So the three of you head down into the water, so you dive down. The water is like pretty warm, and it is very clear and blue, and you can see Che, you can see for a long distance, and actually even like taste the water, and you can kind of taste that like foul, like rotted blood smell of the corpses that were in the water in the distance.
Mhm.
But in general, the two of you humanoids start to just sort of sink down past the edge of the reef, and there is a large reef shark swimming around you. I assume you understand who that is at this point. Yeah, do you want to do anything as you descend?
Do I know
I just
that?
wanna
Do
make-
I know that's Tintin or Jay?
I mean, roll a perception.
He's high as shit right now.
I'm just making sure there's nothing swimming toward us while we're going down to the spot, like anything that's not us.
Okay, roll a perception check. as well.
13.
13. Like you for a second, you're like, holy. Oh yeah, never mind.
12. I mean,
Uh,
not
yeah.
12. 11. 11.
Yeah, you don't see a ton. You don't see that much. It's very clear, so you can see a long distance. You see some like kelp fronds and things like waving in the sort of depth, the murky depths, but you don't see a lot. You do see a couple of larger fish head your way, but the second they see a massive shark swim past, they quickly skitter away into the distance. You do start to see a like opening in the cliff face about sort of like 50 feet below you.
Okay. All right. I'm just going straight toward it.
Cool. So yeah, you
I'll swim past them a little bit faster since I can see better.
Okay.
And
So
then
yeah, sorry, go on.
I was gonna say, do I see anything particular coming out of that area or no?
Make a quick investigation, a Sharky investigation.
Sharky investigation.
You may be one of the crime busters of the sea, just saying. Don't know if anyone watched Sharky and George as a kid.
20.
Was that American at all?
I don't know actually. Yeah, you don't actually. You don't see anything of any kind of worry. You do see a cave entrance which seems to be man-made or being made made by something of sentience. It's not just a natural cave. It has a bunch of runic symbols all around it, and it is very large, like maybe about 30 or so feet high as an entrance. And yeah, that's what you see. Are you gonna head in?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. We'll head in. I'll follow
Cool.
along.
Azul, are you heading in?
I'm following, but like,
He does.
if there's any like plants or stuff by, he's like slowly touching them, just like.
Oh,
Just,
goodness.
it feels so weird in the water, you know, like just
It doesn't
going
feel
through
like a
your
plant,
fingers.
but it is a plant. It doesn't. Is it wet, or is it not?
It's
'Cause
an
it's
underwater plant.
Yeah, exactly. He's just in his mind thinking that.
Okay, so yeah, you guys head into this cave, and yeah, it doesn't dry out. It's still just completely filled with water. And ahead of you, encrusted into the rock face, is you can just make out the shape of something gigantic. Like it's probably a good like 25 feet tall. You can just see a what would seems to be in the rock, like or barnacled rock and seaweed, like some kind of like limbs there, and it seems completely dormant.
All right, I'm looking for the levers.
Okay, roll a quick investigation check.
That lever croc. Ooh,
Yeah, 19.
Okay,
yeah, that's good.
You see 6 levers. They are all like a gray-brown barnacle crusted color.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so I'm looking for the colors on the levers, like cleaning them off, trying to see if I see any colors on there.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, you swim up to one of the levers, and you see that it is like almost completely encrusted in this like white gray barnacle and like seaweed. It's very you brush it off a bit, you don't really see anything, but go ahead and roll an investigation check with disadvantage.
While he's doing that, I swim to the floor
11.
and I'm trying to see if I could create fire underwater.
Oh my god.
Just like,
Okay, so you look over these and you realize like you can't make out what the color is of the lever right now, just by looking at it. But you figure if you can somehow clean them off or get the barnacles off, you might be able to do it. But you obviously need to be very careful because they're not like super big levers, so that you might break them if you put too much effort into it. Azul, you
I'm
get
looking-
some like.
Yeah.
Sorry, what?
I said, yeah, I'm looking for like a stick or something that's under the water, and I'm trying to use prestidigitation to light it.
Oh, okay. So roll an investigation check for a stick.
Hey, 14.
Yeah, you don't find a stick, but you do find some like bits of like brown looking rock. Could be a stick, maybe. It's like sticks are brown. Brown things set on fire, right?
Yeah, yeah. So he's like,
I can talk underwater, right? Or not?
You can, yeah.
Azul,
hmm?
He
I
can't
need
talk
you.
underwater.
I need you. I know. I need you. Prestidigitation.
And I swim to you while doing spirals.
Wow.
What the fuck are you doing? Azul?
And then I
need
go.
you to clean these levers.
I try to clean them off. Using prestidigitation.
Yeah, I mean, you clean some of the dirt off them. The barnacles get a bit cleaner.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Can I see what I see what they're trying to do? So I try to scrape it off with like my shark fin. Trying to.
Okay. Roll a quick dexterity check to see how careful you can be.
Oh boy.
Ooh, okay.
And plus 16.
16. Yeah, you scrape off some of the barnacles that are encrusting one of these, and yeah, you uncover a like aqua blue colored like stone. It's some kind of semi-precious crystal stone that has been used to create a level. It's a kind of aqua blue color. It's got like these blue veins running through it.
All right, I'm just trying to clean off the rest of them just neatly, just so I like perfectly clean.
Okay, roll a couple of dexterity checks, just a couple.
I do dancing lights, so he can see better.
So that's a 7.
Oh no.
That's a 4.
Oh no.
That's a 19.
Yay.
Okay, so yeah, you clean off one, and wait, I need my dice. Where's my dice?
You said 6 of them, so you want me to do it 5 times?
No, this one. Just
Oh goodness.
on some
You're already gonna die from these two, so.
Okay, cool. So you clean off one, and it has some kind of like wound, like coppery red metal around it. And then the other two, one of them you clean it off, and it's like a dull, greeny black color. And then the other one, you start to clean it off, and it just snaps off. And the bit into the ground, there's a small little nub in the ground left, and it's like a bright green color.
Okay. And he said
Green, red, blue.
green, red, blue. So the one that snapped off, that's the bright. I try to pull that one.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, 2 seconds. You try and grip at it, but it's like really hard to like to get hold of it because it snapped off real close to the ground. Yeah, you can't just do it with your hands.
Okay, I pull out my sword.
Mm-hmm.
And I try to wedge it in between and just slightly pull it so it can be pulled down.
Okay, roll a strength check. I think you have advantage on that.
14 plus 4, so 18.
Oh, nice. Okay, so yeah, you like you have to put like a load of weight. You think like the sword's gonna break somehow. You're just lucky it's a magical weapon and it doesn't break. And it just like, and you see like a clamp on one of the right arms of this creature, like and a bunch of like rock falls down and falls to the ground. And dust floats out.
Okay, so now I do the red one.
Okay. So yeah, you pull the lever, and it like clunks into place, and you see another like smash off the other arm.
Okay, now I pull the blue one.
Okay. Yeah, so you pull the blue one, and you hear but nothing happens on the golem, and a huge cascade of like rubble falls from the ceiling. Please roll a dex saving throw, everybody.
Let's see. All right, I'm okay. I don't have disadvantage.
9.
Never mind. 10.
Shay.
Wait, dex saving 11. Virginia.
11.
Why am I reaching over there looking at fucking dice? I'm gonna just pick it up. 11.
11.
Okay, so
11.
you all take.
Okay.
You will take 7 damage as a bunch of like boulders fall from the ceiling and like smash into you as you try and dodge out of the way of some of them.
7 damage.
But the lever is pulled. You look at it and you're like it's got this like blue stuff going through it, but it's not like blue, like the red one and the green one were.
Okay, so I'm looking for another blue lever closer to the giant.
There's 2 more levers.
Oh, yeah, I want to uncover them all before I pull.
Oh, you did? Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
that's why I say all of them.
Okay,
So-
roll 2 more dex checks then. Oh. And so the first one you chip the stuff away super, and it's like this brilliant blue like colored metal.
Okay.
And you pull it and the last lever releases and the creature just like and it just starts falling towards you guys.
Okay,
get out
I'll
the
start
way.
swimming away.
Okay, roll a quick dex saving throw, everybody who's just going to try and get out of the way of this massive thing
Well-
falling.
While I'm running away, I'm saying, "Wake up, Zank!"
Dex
17.
saving 15.
Cool. Thomas? Dex saving throw? Shay?
You zoning out over there, man?
She frozen.
There we go.
There you go. There you go.
Okay, so yeah, you all swim quite easily out of the way as this thing just falls on its face in the sediment below.
Okay, I touch it
Ooh.
and I say, "I command you to wake up, Zank."
No, nothing happens.
I look to see if it's anything
I
on his
point at his
body
pendant.
that I need to.
I pointed this pendant. I'm like,
Roll an investigation check.
who? Rick?
Mr. Tinton. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying. 4.
Yeah, I mean, its back is like this. You can see some very shining metal across its body, but it's dirty and crusted with barnacles and things like that. But it used to be covered with these like just hundreds and hundreds of intricate runes and carvings across its back, but you can't really see anything that would indicate any kind of writing or anything particular.
Did it land on its stomach?
Yeah, like flat on its face, basically.
Okay, so I'll swim over there to it and I touch one of the runes to see if I get like any vision or anything about it.
Yeah, you get nothing.
Okay, and I'm like, shocking grass, just to see. It's just shocking awake.
That's
Okay,
water.
Roll a quick, however you do with shocking grasp.
Yeah, just it's attack. I don't know. Oh damn. 22.
22. Yeah, you fire an electrical pulse through it. It does electrocute you a little bit because of the water. So do half damage to yourself.
Oh god. All right. Oh my god. Oh my god. A 6 and an 8. So,
He's so low
7.
he knocked himself out doing that.
7 to yourself. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. And but yes, like a couple of the runes like light up, and they light up in like a pattern towards the front of the creature. It doesn't move, but the runes like up towards the like underside that it is facing the ground on.
and you see me go like this.
You see, he goes like a big bubble of water goes like air goes up as well.
I try to flip him.
Okay, roll a strength check.
Oh, good. 22.
All right, so yeah, Tintin like uses his immense strength and power to just Zank on the other side, and he is now face up. And you can see like intricately carved, like it's some kind of metal like thing. It has a number of like large cogs at its joints, and it has a big inset, like doesn't really have a neck as such. It's got like a dome over its shoulder. Its sort of shoulders can become super high, and inside that space is like what looks like some kind of like helmet for a knight or something like that.
I'm the Juggernaut, bitch.
yeah, kind of like Juggernaut style in how it looks, but as if it was made of like some kind of very solid heavy metal of some kind.
All right. I'm gonna investigate the front to see if I see anything that I need to. I think I
Roll
need to
an
touch it.
investigation check.
I look back at you like.
13.
Yeah, you see a number of runes on its chest that are different and slightly standing out from the other runes.
Okay, so
there's basically 3 of them. There's each 3 of them are standing out in a row across its chest plate that are like slightly like embossed, almost like they could be pushed.
okay. I'll look at them and see if it's any color to any of them.
Roll an investigation check.
And I'm looking around to see if I see anything of importance, like around
9.
the creature, not on the creature.
Okay. You do see that one of them is like a sort of like bluish color.
Which one?
The one on the far right. So there's one in the middle, one on the right, one on the left. So you see the one on the right is a bluish color.
All right, then I'll start with the left side, and I push that one in first.
Okay, yeah, you push it in, nothing happens.
Okay, I'll push the middle one in.
Yep, you do it, nothing happens.
Okay, I'll push the third one in.
Okay, you push the third one in, and you just hear like, actually like all the water around you becomes like a static, and you see like a dim light appear in the eye sockets of the helmet, like a bright like blue light, a dim blue light that is getting brighter and brighter and brighter. But all the water around you starts to become like super static, and almost like lots of bubbles start appearing in it. It starts to like almost vibrate.
Okay. I bag up.
My shark.
Wake up!
So yeah, like as the water vibrates, you see the sort of head of this thing just starts to like move slightly, and then one of the arms just, and like all the sediment and dust raise up. The other arm like just crushes through those rocks that fell through the floor where like they were nothing, like sawdust basically. And it like sits up onto its sort of like sitting, basically it's just sitting up, and it like looks around, and there's a bunch of like cogs and gears like whirring in like the joints of its arms, and its sort of like armpit area, like cogs, and it's just it doesn't say anything, and you see like a bunch of like bubbles like out from around the like helmet area, and it just sort of looks at you.
Zank, go to the top, to the surface.
And it just like stands up, like gets onto its knees, stands up, and its head is like practically touching the top of this thing, and it just starts to like smash through the top of the like cave, and rocks just start like tumbling down. So roll a dex saving throw.
I said, Zank,
All of us
stop!
or just him?
It just but it just stops. But there's rocks falling down.
Is that all of us or just Rick?
All of you guys in the cave still.
Ouch.
Well, we lost him.
10.
So anyone who, what did you guys roll?
10.
15.
10. Okay, so yeah, the 10 and the 15, you both get out of the way. Che, what did you roll? Just a 6.
7.
Oh no. Okay, you take 11 damage from the rocks.
Oh,
that
ouch.
sting on you.
Uh-oh.
And Zank's like
uh-oh.
it stopped like with one of its fists like in the rock still.
Yeah, I
Which
said,
is
everybody,
I start
can we
leaving.
get out
Yeah.
the cave?
I start leaving. Like,
Zank, follow us out the cave.
it and it just like in like 2 steps it's where you are at the exit of the cave, and it like walks off the cave exit and just starts to plummet down.
Help the swim! Oh, wait. I look at
Zank,
Rick
come
and
to
I
the surface.
and I communicate to Rick.
You actually can because you've got the collar.
Yeah, but I
Telepathically
feel like,
communicate.
Zank, come to the surface.
Swim.
It just keeps plummeting,
so
and then you hear
I-
and you just feel like the water, and it just goes like past you guys and like knocks you out of the way as it just goes flying up towards the surface at like ridiculous speeds.
Mogram, did you hear something?
Yeah, you guys on the surface. You guys on the surface are just talking and you know, like Glanril's going like, it's fascinating. You see it, you just hear like like something, and you just see this like 30-foot robot just fly out of the water and just land on the beach side, just like on the beach, and it's just standing there, like not doing anything, like nothing happened.
Mogram,
the
put
hell
your
is that?
axe ready. Please.
Yeah, axe is out. We go.
All right.
I'm gonna start running at it.
Let's go. All right.
Start running.
Yeah, I'm running. I'm running
I'm gonna
directly
throw
at
a
it.
fireball at it. He's, you know, we're just seeing stuff
Okay,
fly out.
roll an attack with your fireball. Or firebolt, I
I
assume.
mean, you know we was getting a big ass robot, guys. Come on now.
Hey,
Do whatever you want.
What if he turned on you? We don't know what happened down there.
yeah, we don't. You guys are gone. A giant robot fly up here.
I'm fighting this thing.
He did say that he just sat there and looked. So, you know.
Oh, there goes the head attack.
Okay, you hit Fantasia, roll damage.
That's it.
Oh,
that
wait. Isn't TikTok there?
I would hope she doesn't miss a giant target, but let's see.
TikTok is there.
And she does.
Yeah, you fire some fireballs.
The attack roll. No.
Okay, Mogram, what do you want to do?
I'm going to continue running at it, and as soon as I see that it's not even remotely paying attention to me, I might slow down a little bit, be a little more cautious.
It's just standing there. Like, you notice behind you, TikTok is just fucking cracking up with laughter. Like,
I feel like I'm starting to piece it together. Gears might be turning a little bit, and I'm going to shout at this thing and be like, what are you?
oh man, I really wish I should have got voice synth. Is there like a cool voice synthesizer?
I don't know.
Maybe. That'd be kind of fun.
There are many voice synthesizers. I don't know how to use them.
I have no idea.
I am Zach.
Please.
Bop, bop, bop.
Beep pop. Shay is Zach.
You gotta do the R2D2. Yeah.
I wonder if there's a way to do that.
My cats are looking at me like, oh fuck.
What was that sound?
Ooh.
Do you hear that? No, you don't hear that.
We hear the cats.
Okay, whatever. Yeah, so you just hear this like sort of guttural, like robotic voice that just says, Zank, active. What is your command?
Oh, okay. So I'm going to lower my axe because I knew we were looking for Zank, and I was kind of look at this thing and maybe investigate it. I'm a little fascinated by it. I'm looking around, checking.
Yeah, so like standing in front of you, probably about 3 feet under the sand because of the, or like 3 feet under because of the like impact it made with its feet, is this like massive, like I would say it's probably like around 30 feet tall, like metal golem, but it has these strange whirring like clockwork parts around its body. It has this massive spinning cog in the middle of its back. And it has a number of clockwork parts like in its joints everywhere that seem to be spinning at like an incredibly fast rate, very unnatural rate. And there is a series of blue like runes lit up across its body in various different areas. There is other runes that are not lit up, and it does seem to have these two like brightly glowing blue eyes and this inlaid like solid metal like headpiece that it has, and the metal looks like it looks gold, like it looks like it's this like gleaming gold underneath all the like dirt that has piled up upon it over the centuries.
Whoa.
Sort of as they're inspecting it, you guys crest the surface of the water.
Look at it.
You can just see this giant behemoth of monstrosity just standing on the beach shore.
Do you see this? It's amazing.
That is crazy.
This. Oh, look, it says on the others. Who cares? Whoa, this thing is. Just look at it, Mogrim.
You can control this thing. I shout to the others that just got there.
Yes, it's almost killed us because as precise as it needed to be.
Oh, so we
This
were right.
is huge. This is amazing.
Yes, it is wonderful, especially if when we have to go places, it can protect the island.
That is
You know what
a
Violence
massive
events,
thing.
It
Yeah.
just keeps repeating like Zank active. What is your command?
See? I think
Tin-
it
Tintin,
wants
I
you
think-
to
I
talk,
think-
Tintin.
Yes,
Make it
so
say something else.
I think we need to get on top of Zank and ride back home.
I don't see why we need to do that, but I'm not complaining.
Can we? We can't all fit on top of the can. How wide is he?
I think we could.
He's got some
He's
broad shoulders.
he's probably about 10 feet shoulder to shoulder, maybe 15 feet shoulder to shoulder.
Hey, look,
Like he's like a brick, like a massive brick of metal.
he
pretty
could
much.
he could literally
All right.
hold us
you know what,
in his hands. You know, he
Sorry,
could put
what
us
did you
in the
say, Marco?
hands, and then put us. He walk us there in his hands, because he has them.
The hell
Or we
is
can
he
fly
talking
back
about?
like we were flying back and tell him.
TikTok's like, if you're not that experienced using Zank, I would suggest controlling him a little more precisely. As you may have already realized, his response is very literal.
Yes. Yes.
If you tell him go back to the town, he may not know which town. He may not know where in the town. Like he might go to the middle of the town, in which case he's going to probably destroy every building he goes through to the town.
Just have him.
I wouldn't just give him a command and then just go somewhere. It could. I've seen some pretty. Oh yeah, seen some mistakes in the past.
Yeah, put
And
them at
what I was
the
gonna
base
do-
of the volcano.
Do we have a recharge station where close to the village? Do you know?
Well, I would need to inspect him, but it's not that kind of recharge. He's powered by an umbral crystal, a small shard. Its lifespan is thousands of years. But-
You've talked about these crystals a number of times. Can we get them somewhere?
Yeah, they like.
Well, yes. They are generally used for a number of things. I have seen them used for powering large beings such as Zank, or the gateway can be powered from an umbral crystal. I believe the most common use in the past has been by the elves, who have powered some of their sky ships with these crystals as a source of energy to. You can use their magic for a number of things, but flight has been one of the most common, or powering some kind of magical shield that would stay up a long period of time. I know that some of the elven cities use anti-magical shields that are powered by the Umbral crystals. They are probably one of the most. In a long time in the past, there used to be entire cities that would float in the air, and this was the magic held aloft with Umbral crystals' power. So, generally, flight is a useful tool for them, for sure.
I think
a
he
number
asked,
of
where do
them-
we get them though?
Pardon?
Where do we get them though?
Well, the one I got for Zank was from Balgra. I had to pay a pretty penny for that one. I mean, it depends the size you would need. The bigger they are, the more they're worth. There's some in Balgra that when I was there, which, I mean, I don't know if Balgra is even around anymore. But when I was there was a number so large that they were able to power the gateway that Balgra has with the plane of law.
Okay.
So I'm assuming you're probably about to tell us to go to the city of Brass to get one.
Why would the city of Brass have one?
I don't know. I figured you want to say that. I don't know.
It's possible that there is a huge auction, a market at the city of Brass that you may find one, but you would need to be prepared to spend. I don't know how much gold you have, but the sort of gold for an Umbral Crystal is the sort that would be able to rule a nation.
Well, I have a question.
So you're telling me if it's really been way too long, he's pretty much out of commission. That sounds expensive.
He seems completely fine to me. I would say there's thousands of years left in this crystal.
Then there's no need.
No, I would like to find some crystals, not right now, but I would like to find some to make a shield for us, like when we're boating out on the sea for our ships for more defense, so we can have,
But you have a
more
boat.
protection.
Well,
we have mini boats.
We have a fleet.
These crystals must be harvested somewhere, though. Where do they come from?
I agree.
Well, no one really knows. They were
Then how do they sell them?
a remnant of the past that have been passed down through generations of families, or that no new ones are, or that we know of, have been created or achieved in.
So the ones
thousands of
sold
years.
now come from a giant stockpile somewhere?
Or a city that was plundered, destroyed, who knows?
Let's go
One
find
of
some
these
destroyed
one of
cities.
these elven cities, maybe one of the floating cities that has not been completely excavated. One was found. Maybe an army had ransacked a city which used one to power some kind of device. A number of reasons that they are sold. Balgra has quite a few, probably the most that I have ever seen. Some of those you could buy for a price. Balgra has some interesting ways about it. Money isn't as sought after as skills.
Is it a lot of Fae there?
No, I don't think there would be any Fae in Balgra. It is known as the Iron City, and if you know even remotely anything about the Fae, you would know that iron isn't exactly their favorite metal.
Okay, I didn't know Iron City. I apologize.
Quick moment. Where? So as Tintan was saying, we are here. We got this big thing. I'm glad he's controlling it right now. But if you are going to check this out, where's the best place to put it for you to see how long or how strong and weak it is at this moment?
Well, I mean, we could always run it through a few tests if you like.
It's all right.
Let me test this one. We could do one right here. Which one of you has the most powerful spell?
Wait, you don't have a failsafe? Well, yes.
I just want to see if it's.
I could try it out.
I mean, I don't want to spoil it for you, but I want to see if its defenses are active. That would be a quick test of what percentage it's at.
Then I take out my wand, and I'm like, fireball. Just shoot it.
Fireball?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you cast a fireball at it.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
It needs to make a dex saving throw, right?
correct.
It doesn't move. So
Yeah.
roll damage for fireball.
All right.
I'm assuming the rest of you guys have gotten out of the way.
Yes.
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 I'll shoot it up high enough, you know.
Okay, so yeah, you see Azul pull out his wand and he just fires a fireball up into the sky. What do you guys do?
Oh, evade. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of the way. I'm gonna back
Run
out
out
of
of the
the
way.
way.
Okay.
I mean, is that by chance made out of metal? I mean, I could join in and see.
No, do not join in yet. Let this happen and see what's going
So yeah,
on.
the fireball just comes falling down. You see it, and it just hits the top of Zank's head, and just you see this. It's just, and just it's engulfed in smoke and dust. Roll your damage.
All right. 30.
Ooh, we lost a chick.
Oh no. So yeah, the dust clears, and in Dragon Ball Z style, Zank is just standing there, actually cleaner than before. It smashed a lot of the dust and dirt off him, and you can see this like gleaming golden machine in front of you all, and it seems to have taken 0 damage from it. And TikTok's like, well, he's at least at 70%.
Wait, what do you mean 70%?
What? I mean,
Well, you see, the High Magus goes like, let me try, and he just like points his 2 fingers, and he goes like, and he like fires this like blackened beam at this thing, which I don't know if any of you would know, but if you want to make a check to see,
I'll
it would
try.
probably be Fantasia and
That's all.
Azul.
No. Okay.
Actually, Che could definitely roll to see if he notices as well.
Is this
It'd be
Arcana or
Arcane.
what?
Arcana.
18 minus 1, 17.
what up? Where's my rolls?
Che doesn't really remember. He was nearly killed by it, but he doesn't remember. Azul, you
there's my
realize
roll.
that he fires a disintegration beam at it, basically like an incredibly high-powered magical spell, and it does nothing at all to it. Completely nothing. Not a single blemish on this creature. It just sinks down, and it's just going, Zank, looking for orders. What do I do? You know, stuff like that. Just constantly during all of this, just completely ignoring everything that's
That is
happening.
crazy. TikTok. Can he shut up too? Like, is that a thing, or he just does this until?
It's not, I can't make him.
I mean, he's asking if he can, not if he can make it.
I believe it identifies as they.
So now, I.
Then why do you keep calling it him?
So now,
Habit.
I would like to get back to the village, if y'all don't mind.
Well, apparently we don't need a crystal if that is the case. He just said that. If it's been this many years and it's still pretty strong, it's going to be very strong for many multiple years after.
Yeah, I'm not asking for that. I'm saying to the.
Yeah, I know. I just want to make sure we don't step on people.
That's fine. I mean, we can tell him to follow us instead of giving him a direct order to go to the village.
That is fine. And then we make him stop outside, like close to the bottom of the volcano, right? No?
Yes.
Like close to the village, not in the village, like maybe in the pathway. Oh, okay. It's fine with me. Hold on. I want to try something real quick, all right? And then
Oh boy.
I go to him and I cast levitate.
I don't know the exact rules of levitate.
Oh my god.
I want to see if I can pick him up. I know it's probably a no.
Actually, I mean, you can levitate. I think it depends on your strength.
Let me see. So it says, one creature or loose object of your choice that you see within range rises vertically.
No, 500 pounds. That thing is not way over that.
Yeah, you.
Wait, oh yeah, he tries. I try. I'm like,
oh, it's a good idea.
Yeah,
No, okay.
Nothing happens at all to it.
I tried.
It's
It was
a
fun.
little bit more than 500 pounds.
It was fun, All right.
Might be 501. You tried. So it's a little heavy.
All right, we ready to go?
Okay. Hold on. Alright, device.
So I'll burn the spell if it doesn't work, right?
Yeah, I mean, you burned up a fireball. So.
Yep, sure did. What's going on, Simon? Hello? What happened? You mute yourself?
No, I think he's trying to mess with a voice changer.
Oh.
You might be right, actually.
It's not making you talk anymore. But I know what I'm about to do while we walking.
This block's a little tighter. It's all right, though.
Blanky mode. What was that? Sorry. Diminy dip.
That looks good, Thomas.
So guys, quick question, Mogram.
What?
Is
My name's Mogram now.
Is water wet?
Yes.
Why? Is it wet?
Okay.
Or is it not
The
wet?
better question
Right?
is
Because
oats
water
and milk in the morning. Soup.
water makes things wet, but can water itself be wet?
Is he having an existential crisis right now or something?
No, I'm asking a good question. I was in the water and I was thinking, you touch the plants are in the water. Are they called wet or not
So
wet?
is the air dry?
Yes.
Wow,
You can hear me again. Okay.
you make
So
that makes a really good point.
No, I shouldn't have done that.
I'm just
I just thought
thinking.
about that.
Just we're here. I'm just thinking. I'm sitting on the beach.
Zank, follow me to the village. Do not
Just say
step
follow
on
you.
these villages.
I mean, we're still gonna have the problem of them
Following
feeling
you.
a mini earthquake. You may want it to be quiet, or they're gonna be very scared.
There's no way to tell this big thing to be quiet. We just need. I'm sorry, guys. I'm very agitated. I'm tired.
This thing saying Zank awaiting orders or following multiple times before it appears to the village is gonna cause some fear.
It's
like the
okay.
wyverns did.
Okay, it's okay. We'll be there. We're not going to bring it straight to the village. It ain't like anybody going to do a big thing. If they do, it's not going to do anything. So what are you afraid about?
I'm talking about the panic from hearing this thing in the distance with this menacing voice repeating something over and over.
They'll be okay. They will be okay. Let's go.
It hasn't repeated following you again. It's doing what you told it to.
So I'm going toward the village. I try to click a little clack clack to see if my wyvern will come.
Hi, sorry, I was getting more alcohol. Yeah, so it starts, like, wherever you move it, it takes some steps to follow you.
I tried to click the clack clack for my wyvern to come.
I mean, unless they were following you this far, they don't hear that.
All right, guys, how are we going to the village? He's going to follow me to the village? Let's go.
Yep.
Yes. Let's get going. And
To be fair,
while we
we
go,
were-
I cast levitate on myself, and I'm cleaning off the giant as we walk.
It's super clean right now because you cleaned it off with a fireball.
Yeah, but the
I
other
mean,
side that I didn't, I'm touching it up. Like it's gonna be
Okay,
shiny as
got
fuck when he gets to the
Got
city.
it.
Also,
Roll it. Actually, no. We're just gonna say you did. It is starting to gleam in the sunlight.
Performance check, yeah. Come on.
he's just high, so he's just cleaning what's clean.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true
he's
too.
just been cleaning the same bit over and over.
Is it okay if you can turn us into mist again so we can?
Well, it can't move as fast as us, Tin Time.
Yeah, you just want to abandon him?
Look, we
Your
want to
little
take our
Will
time.
baby?
That's true. Okay, let's go. Let's start
Yeah.
heading back.
Plus, we're kind of sitting on
All right,
it, so
while
there's
we're
that.
heading back, I do have a concern. So I don't mind Val taking control of this thing, but is Val really in our best interest, or is she just doing things just to think?
I
Uh,
mean, you made her a business leader for you.
I know, but she's just doing it because she's getting something out of it. I'm not saying she would be a bad choice. I'm just asking a question.
To be
She's
honest
getting
with you,
a
Tin
lot
Time,
of power out of it.
I'm afraid
So
of giving
that's my
this.
thing. So give her more power. That's why I'm asking this question. It's a legitimate question.
Tin Time, that's what I'm afraid of. To be honest with you, like, okay, I know I'm high, but I'm thinking. Okay, I'm thinking. All right. She has power. She can
Is this
take.
the trick? Like Azul actually gets smarter when he's high.
yeah. She can
Probably
take.
roll a 1.
Just suddenly like fucking. What did we just do?
She could take over, right? But then
20
you
minutes
got
ago, we were trying to like fireballs in the water, so
yeah, he was out of there.
Yeah, that's good. That's
And then she could take over. She can run everything, and she can X us out. You know, or she could be the coolest people and just know everything and do everything right. Then we have Kayas, and
Why
Kayas.
would Val do that?
Kayas, I'm saying both ways. I don't know which way. I'm just talking, okay? And then Kayas, he can have all the power in the world. Like, think of that. That is, like, he has big blink dog. He has big golem creature. He has power of land.
Like, as he says this, like Zank just like crushes a boulder with its foot, like, it's, like would crush it, just like crushes, and like
Okay.
a small lizard, which is like actually a big lizard, just fucking runs for it. Like you see one of the T-Rexes appear on the side of the like forest and like, "Rrr," and then like sees it and like, "Rrr," and just like runs back into the forest.
You know?
All right,
Yeah.
so with this conversation, that's why I'm asking. I don't want to give all the power to one person because it's like giving Val everything. Fantasia, I'm not saying Val is a bad person. I'm not saying don't trust her at all. I'm saying anybody with all of one power could get power hungry.
Get dangerous.
And you say that, then Zank can't be split up between people, so it's
How
going
you
to
gonna-
one
that's-
person regardless.
It's going, yeah, Zank is, but not all the power of the land. She knows how to run our business. She's helping running business. She helping running this as a mayor. She also running the product for us. And then we're going to give her power to just X everybody out?
I'm afraid of it
So,
all.
are we opening up another member of the council? And
No,
they can be a
that's why-
Zank person?
No, that's why he's asking. We have somebody that is
No.
yes.
That's
have
what I'm asking about, because that way no one has more than, one power.
that's
the
what I
golem's a
was trying to
significant
talk
amount
to.
of power, though.
Yes. So
Yeah.
therefore, I'm saying we already have what 4 people in the council, not including Caius.
Yeah.
We can make the vote on who, if Kayas is in there. I don't care about that one. It doesn't matter. We make the vote. That's why I want everyone there. But regardless, it's from my recollection, we have Botan on the sea. If we do add Kayas, he will be on the land. If we have Val for the mayor, and I think that's pretty much it, because Gandral doesn't want any power. He don't really want to do anything here.
He's
So,
like, I'm the scholar.
oh, you
Yeah,
you
you
want to
do
agree to
not-
it now?
I
Well, you
asked
that we
him to be
we
it.
talked about the scholar. I can be the scholar. Yeah.
You were right there.
If I remember rightly, it is Beatrice. She was the voice of the people.
Yes.
Then we had Miss Val, who was the head of trade and the mayor, and Bertan was the head of the police force. This is what I made of my notes. Now, as I am on the council, I made quite good notes as a scholar.
And he's
Uh,
for
But
scholar.
actually, you said historian, his scholar. I took all of those titles. I quite like them.
I quite like them.
Historian. Yeah.
I mean,
Scholar.
Do you really want to be a part of the council? Just asking.
Yeah, yes.
See,
Okay.
okay.
I
see,
mean, while I'm here, it's quite
So-
useful. I can build my own place. I'd quite like it. This island is very interesting. I would be studying here for quite some years, I'm sure, to unlock some more of its secrets. That's something I'd be very excited about.
So to be honest, I would rather give it to Caius or Baton. The reason
Wow.
why is because they are they're protecting the island. They are the war. I would rather give it to somebody that's going to be on the island. That's the only reason I vote for Caius. But Caius must understand that he must learn from Bhutan. So that's the only reason I say that, because he will on the island on land and Bhutan will be in sea, because Bhutan like the sea. It's not like Zank will be in the sea. So that's the only reason I vote for that. I know we said we're going to vote with everybody because I don't want to give the power to the mayor, who is also head of trade. I mean, she already has a lot of power.
I mean, that feels like a good way to say, trade or lower some prices. But I do say, giving it to Caius, as much as I trust Caius, that is still a bad thing. Of course, because depending on how we word it, especially with how Azul worded it beforehand, and we saw how he took that, if you give him that golem and Baton's trying to get pushy or something, who knows? I mean, I doubt he'll sink a
I'm
ship
sorry,
with Baton's, but I'm saying
I do not believe Caius will use him.
I'm not saying he would.
He will use himself to fight Baton if he felt that way. He's not one to seek power through anything, and that's the only reason I pick him, is because he's not going to seek power with that. He wants his own power. He wants to show that he is good enough, not the item that he uses.
Well, I will say one thing.
I'm not talking about using it on him.
You
I'm
just
just
said
talking-
use it on Baton.
Hold on.
Yeah,
hold
I'm talking
on,
about sinking something.
guys.
But go ahead.
The only thing I was saying is, not even with our own people here, Caius is still looking for a certain someone. I wouldn't want him to go away to take the golem to go kill that certain someone if he finds a lead. You know? Then our island is
He's got
vulnerable.
a point. There's no point to giving it to Caius because he is on a vengeance quest. And
Okay, so who do you think, Fantasia? Since you're who do you think?
Why are you getting on me like Azul?
I'm just asking a question. I asked you a question, ma'am.
It's fair.
Yeah.
It's fair.
Stank smashes a 20-foot tree down to your right as he walks past it a bit too close.
His
we're not asking about Zank right now. You're changing
saying
the
he
subject.
needs
I asked you a
precision.
question.
I went with mine. I said Val. You said that's too much power. I went with Lincoln, and you said Lincoln doesn't really want to stay.
Lincoln, yes, but Lincoln just told you she will stay here, but her duty comes first from who she praises. She told you that, so she'll just leave.
Think about it. Lincoln can just leave. Caius can also just leave.
Everybody
Baton
on the
wants to
island
be
can
on the
just
scene.
leave.
I know, but they have exact points. Caius isn't set in stone here. He wants revenge on someone. Lincoln isn't set in stone. She's loyal to somebody else. Val is here, running trade here. Baton is constantly out on the sea.
It doesn't matter to me. It's up to everyone's choice. I do not care. Bhutan is a loyal fellow of his of the Patreon, but the protest god. But I am really afraid of giving
Patreon
anyone
god.
these weapons, to be honest, because Bhutan could. I mean, anybody with a lot of power may do whatever they want. So it's up to everyone here. I do not care. I don't want to be stuck on this island, so I don't want it to be me.
I will tell you right now that we have some troubles. We have some trouble.
Oh no.
Regardless, I mean, I do not believe Kyle should leave, and if he does, we need to have a conversation to where if he does leave or whoever is wielding this power leave, they will have to transfer it over. So they
That's
won't
the
leave with
thing. It's not possible.
What are you
TikTok
talking about?
said
I
Because
it
checked
as
it
has.
out.
It is possible.
only the king may transfer the.
Yeah.
Yes. So you can transfer it.
Which would mean
If you
Azul would
return
have
and
to
visit
be-
it, yes, you could transfer it, technically speaking. And there is a teleportation circle here, so every time you return, you could decide who has control.
That's all you have to do. I mean,
I
right now it's
mean-
not good, but
Yeah,
for
I
right now.
brought it up because I brought up teleportation circles for business reasons, and you said about how dangerous it was because of where teleportation circles are. So that is still not as easy to return here and have easy transfership over from Azul because
Well,
he
the goal
has.
doesn't have to go through the teleporter. We were just talking about, trading and
we
using goods
don't.
through the teleporter.
Okay, we're talking
I
about
was-
you can go to a holy temple and teleport yourself. You cannot go to a holy temple and teleport drugs and liquor. It's a difference. Like you don't understand that, Fantasia? Like, okay,
saying-
you are teleporting drugs and materials, or just
Burners.
myself.
First off, there's a lot of wine in religious places. So where's this alcohol and liquor being bad coming from? Two, a lot of people smoke and eat to ingest and get closer to their gods. Where's that coming from? You think I don't read history? You
That's
think I
kinda
don't
fair.
read upon religion?
Fantasia, okay.
Appreciate that.
Okay,
There
Fantasia.
you go.
I hope you do that one day, okay? And tell me how it goes. Okay, Fantasia?
Okay, one, you're still missing the point of saying that it is not as easy for someone who is non-religious to just walk through a teleporter
We did not
like
say
they own them. Azul, and
Fantasia,
plus,
they can come with somebody that is religious. Listen, I don't want to talk. I don't with you. Okay, you're okay. You're right, and I'm right. We both have disagreements.
Mm.
I don't agree with you. You don't agree with me. Let's leave it at that, Fantasia.
And as you near the village, the town, in this 8-hour argument, the evening is drawing in, and the you're around a mile away from the town right now, and Zank is, to some extent now, there is a fairly clear path to and from the portal, at least. Yeah. What do you guys want to do? You're
Okay,
nearing
right when
on
we-
the town.
Right when we get closer to town, I get closer to the volcano, and I tell him to stay. Zank, stay here and protect from any monsters coming in to the village.
he get it working.
I told him to stay there though. He's not moving to go attack any. Stay there, Zank. Okay.
Mm.
Ooh, I don't told you.
Okay. Let's go to the village.
Counts.
And
Sounds good. Let's go.
Yes, you guys head into the village. It's pretty late evening actually.
I am going to sleep with the wyverns.
Good God.
Wow.
Man,
I'll go in the mansion.
Tintin really likes those wyverns. I wonder why.
It kind of
They
concerns
don't-
me a little bit.
I know.
I mean,
Are you talking out loud so I can hear you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you was sleeping with him the whole time. He didn't want to be near any of us.
The,
during the whole
the
month.
wyverns are simple creatures that aren't constantly talking out their ass. And so it gives me peace.
Speaking of,
And it gives me peace and quiet. So I need to pray. And I don't like praying in the midst of anger. So going with the wyverns actually calms me down. I come back and I'm happy. If I stay right now in this spot, I will not be happy.
Fine with
okay,
me.
fair enough.
Sorry.
Tintin, Enjoy. Have a good night, Stinson.
I will see y'all in the morning.
Hey, you're supposed to say have a good night back, all right?
Pray to your God
So rude.
for a good night.
Say it back.
Please. Notice me, senpai.
Good night, Shay. Okay? Good night.
Oh, yes. See, it wasn't too hard, right?
Okay, so you guys are heading to sleep.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah.
No.
No. Okay.
While everybody goes to sleep, I go over to the golem
Uh-huh.
and I paint a TC symbol on him.
Oh,
Okay, roll
TC
a,
like Tempest Cadre.
roll a performance check.
oh my God.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
With disadvantage.
Why?
Because
You
you
told him
have
to stay there.
It's
I don't
past.
know. Was it like an 11-hour walk back?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
done been high.
He's probably slightly like hungover.
20, not natural 20, but 20.
20? Yeah, you paint a pretty accurate and good TC logo.
I already got the logo on my
Zank.
paper.
On like
Oh
his,
my-
you paint it on like the upper chest piece.
Yeah, like the breastplate, like right there.
and then like also like on the bottom, like by the left of his foot. So it's like a. What are you painting? What color are you painting it on?
Well, he's gold, right? Can I do kind of just like huh?
In doing so, you realize he is literally made of gold.
Oh, nice. It's in
some
black.
kind of like. Okay, cool. So
It's the black. It's
gold.
just like a black tribal like type logo in a sense with a TC. The T looks like a sword, and the C is like a hexagon, with like the right side cut off. So the sword is going through the C.
When did this idiot learn how to do art?
I don't know.
He's been on the boat for a long time, man. He draws a lot, you know.
When he has flashbacks, it's to another life where he designs things for a living. Logos.
He draws while he's on the ship. He ain't got nothing else to do, you know.
Yeah.
You know Markel's gonna draw this logo before next week.
I drew it right now.
Hold it up. I want to see it. Hold it up.
It's not the best. I need to redraw it, okay?
Yeah, draw it like you rolled a 20.
Give me a second. By the end of this, we'll put it up here, guys, okay?
I want it like on the overlay.
Yeah, I know, for real. Anyway.
Okay, so yeah, you do that, but then are you heading to sleep after you do that? Or
Correct.
You,
I go straight to sleep after it.
Okay, so you probably takes you like 4 or 5 hours to do that. So everyone, you guys all wake up at like around midday. Azul is not awake yet.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you guys want to do? Are you all staying at the mansion?
Yes, I'm in my normal.
At your mansion.
At our mansion.
Just one.
At least you guys can buy a house.
Oh, stop it, Simon. Stop. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Okay, anyway, yeah, so you stay at your mansion, and you wake up in the morning, and the ladies, what are their names? Tula and Lena,
And Apex!
cooking you breakfast. Apex is running around like a crazy thing, around the house, he peed on the floor like 6 times. Various different things.
Yeah, boy.
Every now and again, you hear a big ass blink dog appears and like rolls around the floor with Apex and then disappears again. Yeah, what do you guys want to do? You guys are just sitting around like the table, and the group that are what would you call them? The ruling party are also. They arrive at the door in the morning. Caius with them, being dragged along by Lincoln. Like she's saying, like, look, just just stop being a baby and just listen to the group. And like he's like, oh, whatever. Like plants himself in the corner with his sword down, like as if he's going to leave at any second. And the group is now sitting around the table. You've got Bertin, you've got Val, you've got Caius, Lincoln, Beatrice is there. She's taking over a little bit from Tula and Lena. Like, no, don't fucking do it like that. You're cooking the bacon all wrong, and you got to add the grease. You got to put the extra grease in there. Grease is the best part. Like, she's getting like super aggressive with them, and Lena does not know how to deal with her whatsoever. And you've also got the High Magus, who is just sitting in the corner reading some kind of book. TikTok, who's kind of like standing as close to you guys as physically possible, like.
I don't want to die.
And the gang is all there, the larger group, and you're all sitting in the sort of main room of the house around a large table. What are you guys gonna do?
Okay.
As they were coming in, I'm still playing with Apex and Caius's dog, right? Because he's there too, the blink dog.
Yep.
So just like rolling around with them being goofballs, and then I see is it Beatrice being rude to Lena and Tia, and I'm just like, hey, like relax a little bit, let them cook how they cook, all right, and you just enjoy the food. You are a guest. We take care of the food, all right?
Yeah, she's like, yeah.
Just relax.
Sorry, but they did the bacon's wrong. I did it. It's okay.
It's not wrong. It's just wrong. You'll live. You'll be fine.
It's not wrong. It's just wrong.
I'm just so used to being if there's some food to be cooked, I'm used to be doing it. It's just weird. I've never been like invited here.
Take advantage of it.
It is good that everybody is here. And
yeah, I mean, they're all right.
Usually Azul take lead in this, but I think I want to today, if that's okay.
I'm not even there.
Yeah, Azul's not even up.
Yeah, Azul's still not here.
You tried to like wake him up, and he just did not answer the door.
Okay. Well, Azul usually take lead. He's not here as of right now.
Do I pop up at all, Simon?
Oh, you bastards! Oh, that's so good. Sorry, what?
Do I pop up at all, Simon?
No, not for a couple of hours. I would say you'd at least missed the first couple of hours. You were up late, like painting on the logos.
Yeah, he was inspired.
Marco, look, it's true to life. You were up to like 4 a.m.
I think he was inspired. Like I said, he was inspired.
So, I'd first like to announce that our new found friend, TikTok, not an enemy, friend,
Hi.
TikTok is here. He knows a little bit more about the island. He has helped build a couple of things on the island and made this island prosperous for a long time. So let's welcome him with open arms. If y'all have any questions about the island, he will be able to help, as he knows a little bit more than us about the island, and he's here to provide assistance when needed.
Beatrice has like raised her hand.
Yes, Beatrice.
And your expectation is she's going to say something really mean about now, and she's like, "I can put him up at my place if you want."
Wait, put who up? Like, what do you mean? Put
Okay,
him up?
that is
You
fine.
know, like give him a room.
If
like,
that's fine with TikTok, are you fine with that?
He's like, yeah.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. You are very kind. And thank you for trying to...
you know, this island, it's not like he's the weirdest one here.
Yeah,
That's got a
true.
point. We do got a maniac.
And honestly speaking, I'll fuck up anyone that fucks with my people.
Oh.
I'll fuck you up. And she's like, like, I'll fuck you up.
See?
I'm glad you have that energy.
So,
I like
glad
that.
she's the voice
I
of the
like
people.
that.
This is
Yes.
amazing.
I'll fuck up anyone.
So you'll have a good time over there, TikTok. I'm glad. I want everybody to graceful arm. He does.
Well, if they don't, I'll fuck him up.
Yeah.
Oh
thank
my.
you. Thank you.
I'll fuck him up.
So,
Fuck him up good.
I think we get the point.
I'm done now.
Beatrice, you
now
might want to
She like
But-
sits back down and strokes her beard.
I don't know why I didn't notice this before.
With everybody here, I want to bring another situation up. We have a lot of people on the console, and I want to see if everybody was okay with adding one more. I want to vote first before I do so. This is for the guard position. We're not taking it away from you, sir. I just know you like the water. And so I want to make sure that you take care of the water and somebody take care of the land, if that's okay with you. To split.
Well,
free.
there's some nice ladies here on the land.
I mean, you're not going to stay on the water.
Yeah.
These dogs, will you put these dogs away?
No, not my dogs.
Why is
I mean,
they are barking all the time?
he's a very loving person. He's one with the mother. You can't stop that. It's
If you
Yes,
can,
I moved the blink dogs to a different room.
Y'all just left your boy sleep doing boat time.
Oh, very good, very good, very good.
all right. So, are you fine with that, sir?
This is fine by me. I will patrol the sea. This is why I'm here to help you.
Okay. So,
Whatever you want, if
and
you need it.
I do want to have a vote. I don't want it to be on my own. So everybody raise your hand if it's okay, if you all are okay with Caius taking over the land. I have seen lately he has been training some of the villagers, even though he has not been in control of the land as of right now. So he's taking initiative. So I want to see if everybody is okay with it.
cool.
Alright.
Caius is like, whatever, and like Lincoln's like, yes, he would like it.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
it's
know
not
you.
like guys.
He would like it very much, and he is grateful for your support as a group. And he, by the way, Mr. Tinton, he has begun the construction of a temple. He didn't say anything about it in cousin. You don't want to say it about it, you know. Like, and it's a nice temple. He's been working hard on it. He would like that. The villagers do like him, it seems, because mostly he's an asshole, as you know, and they are also mostly assholes.
Lovely.
Seems to fit in quite well. But yes, he would be quite happy to accept that role. He's like, yeah, I guess.
Okay, that is good. Now, I do have something to bring up with this situation, but I want to wait for Azul to get up. So we can either go wake up Azul, one of us, or we can wait for him to wake up and we can eat this breakfast and relax and just talk and mingle about anything that is concerning anybody about the village until Azul get here.
I
Like,
definitely vote for that.
Guys is like, yeah, I got this. And he's like, Azul! And the dog just, and Azul, you're sleeping in bed and this massive dog just like appears on top of you and just like lands on your chest and just starts like licking your face and like licking your, like when you're trying to sleep.
Get off me now! Oh my God,
It's
yo,
just
please.
like,
Hey!
like doing that thing where they're like, it's like nuzzling your face, like pushing you off the bed, like.
Okay. I just like open up the door and push it out while I'm trying to get dressed.
It's like at the door, like, and then it just appears in the room again. It's like, it's like constantly like.
No, move around! You pervy dog, let me get your clothes on now, okay? Something, shit.
It's not stopping. It's just going.
I'm pushing it while I kind of get to the closet and try to put some clothes on. All right, just hold on.
You, like literally, like 5 minutes later, you see Lazul like stumbling down the stairs, like half dressed, like this dog like chasing him, like jumping up at him and stuff. Like
get to your dog, okay? Get it. It's bothering me. All right.
Kai's just like.
It's stupid. Hey.
Good morning.
You could have just woke me up now. Damn it.
Kai's like, could have. Yep.
What would be the fun in that?
What?
Yes, Azul, without you here, I'm sorry I did here.
You what?
I'm going to be honest.
Why you not
about
just leave me hanging like that? You know.
you was asleep and I was very I jumped the gun, so I apologize. But we made a vote about
Give me 2 seconds.
the god,
Okay.
and basically what's happening is we're splitting up the guard to land and sea. Are you fine with that?
I don't care.
Okay, and Gaius except being land and Patan except being sea.
I don't care.
Okay. Now, the more pressing matter, after we finish eating, we will talk about the other situation and we will all vote on that. But right now, let's eat. Azul. Your breath
Oh, we're
stink.
eating Azul? Nice.
No,
N-
your
no.
breath stink.
What?
Oh.
You got the morning ass breath.
I don't know if prestidigitation works here. We're like.
What is morning ass breath?
It's not me. And he cleans his face. It was the dog. He licked me. That's what you smell.
Okay.
Dog breath on me,
You
okay?
know. You are what you eat.
You're right.
I did not eat dog, okay? Just give me my
Oh,
mouth.
of course not.
I was trying to
That's not
prepare.
what I was talking about.
Just chill out.
You know how bad it is that I woke up this morning, the home office.
And-
I don't even know what T-shirt I was wearing until just now when I saw it on camera.
Oh, happens.
That's pretty cool.
This is the allegiance we're creating right now. That's what we are calling this group the allegiance.
The Allegiance Project.
Huh.
Huh? No.
I was thinking about the Avengers.
No. What are we avenging?
Why
We
are we
already helped the people
The
out.
Revengers.
Yeah, Avengers.
We are bringing
Allegiance is
the
good for me.
Proteus God with Lincoln's crew and the island of New Folks and pretty much the gods. He's alliance of the wilds,
I agree.
right?
Because we do have the Wild Mother here, and we are
Exactly,
bringing
and Cord is the allegiance, yeah.
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 So we good? Okay, yes. I'm glad I got to put 2 cents in. I am tired.
Val says,
Yeah.
like,
What?
Val says, have you, are we keeping the name of the island Smuggler's Haven?
No.
Ever touch a woman? No, I don't think he has.
No. What?
What are we calling the island?
Yeah. Names.
It has to be
Smuggler's
something of
Haven.
redemption, right? Like we came over, we made it good now. This is a place that people want to start a new life on, you know?
Mulgrim, you have not made a name for anything yet. I want to hear from you.
I named
Ooh.
the island. That's
The
a fantastic question.
Uh-oh.
You gave us
Mogrim.
Mogrim.
What?
No matter what Mogrim chooses, I say I. I agree with it wholeheartedly.
Are you sure about that, Fantasia?
Mogrim, you have the microphone.
Oh, to name the island. Oh,
Everyone in the room, all like 12 people, just focus their gaze on you expectantly.
Well, I see. It's just be a giant inhabitant. We have the volcano here. What was the island called before? Smuggler's Haven.
Yeah,
we need a new name.
We want a good name.
Shows some of the community. I think we got the reef out here. We found this golem reef. Cool.
We only have one golem, though.
I was thinking more of a corral, but I like it.
Okay, what are you going with? Golem Reef?
Golem reef.
That was his idea. All in
I
favor?
told you, I'm
Yeah.
100% with it. Golem Reef.
TikTok.
Yeah.
So I heard Golem Reef now, so we're thinking about Golem. What was
Well, I
this
thought that
island-
was the choice, wasn't it?
What was the island called before we came?
Oh, that's true. We
I don't think you would be able to pronounce it, honestly.
And I go
It was
with
like,
what you said.
That's
I don't know.
giant.
I don't know what that was. That was weird.
I'm pretty sure
I can't even get the dialect I've not got the the vocal cords.
Yeah, you said that was in giant. So what is it in common?
Oh, I would say in common that would be something like the rising phoenix.
Why?
Ill. I like Golem Reef.
Wait. Why the Rising Phoenix? Like, ooh.
Well,
That was a good question. More simple.
the phoenix is a bird. It's a bird.
Wow.
And it rises from the ashes, the fire.
Has there ever been a
Double
phoenix on
wow.
this island?
Fire giants really like fire. They really
Nice.
like it.
What if we named it after Arlak? You know?
Yeah. There was another. There was another one. Where was it? What was it called? I mean, there was a temple here, to Kossuth, who is, as far as I'm aware, Kossuth is the god of fire, like the elemental lord of fire. So Kossuth also is an option, I guess, but something about a phoenix was before. But I mean, I think I wouldn't go with that, honestly. I didn't like the way the Giants thought about it. I prefer this Golem Reef. This is interesting. I like where you're going with this.
I was also thinking, I mean, if it's a phoenix, it's a new life, right? We liberated the place.
Boo, but that's still rehashing.
But I think, there was this reef. There's a reef, correct? Is there a reef, like a flaming reef? Someone said flaming reef.
Yeah, it's still with the phoenix.
Call it Phoenix Reef.
Yeah.
Phoenix
so
reef.
we can combine both. I just want to know because I didn't want to disrespect the island before.
I mean, the Giants, they were cocks. I wouldn't worry about that. They were, you guys, I would have to say, so far, of the one race that I have dealt with on this island, other than you, which is Fire Giants, you are definitely the nicest.
That's good.
I appreciate that one.
See, do we want to give him memory of the shitty past he had with the giant?
But we're not calling it
I have
giant.
that. I can remember most of that. They were horrible.
So now, is everybody done eating? And who votes on Phoenix Reef or anything else? I like Phoenix Reef.
Yeah.
Phoenix Reef.
Wait, but that kind of doesn't make too much sense because it's not a reef; it's an island.
Yes, but there's a flaming reef right outside of it. You know, the ones that creates the steam?
It's the phoenix at the end of the reef.
The Archmage is like, well, I mean, it would throw people off, don't you think? They're looking for a reef, but actually an island, if you know what I mean. Very interesting. I do believe this reef idea, it's got some weight. I wouldn't expect from the Master Orc here, but very good. Very, very good. Very subterfuge. Some great subterfuge there.
A lot of people think, it'd be like naming a land of the forest, like Iceland, something crazy like that. You got to throw them off.
I don't know what she's talking about, but okay.
Yes.
I don't either. I was using an example.
Or like if there was a city called, say, Chesapeake Bay.
So I'm saying, let me get this straight. And I was like, listen, I am mayor of this island, so will you please be quiet, Mr. TikTok? And he's like, yeah, sorry, just getting a bit ahead of myself. I was like, so the island will be called Phoenix Reef, and our group here is the Allegiance. Is this correct?
Correct.
And I thought we were Tempest Cadre.
No, that is our group.
I believe that is our group here as Tempest Cadre. The Allegiance is sort of a more of an understanding and welcoming of the people of this island.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I will get the local sign maker to build out a number of signs to update the island. am much preferring Allegiance and Phoenix Reef over Smuggler's Haven. Smuggler's Haven definitely isn't exactly the smartest of names for an island. It doesn't exactly suggest
Family friendliness.
legal activity, as it were.
Well,
Fantastic. We'll put that in the books for the group.
Thank you, Val. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
You're amazing.
Now, this, everyone, most of the people here know of this gigantic monstrosity that is standing very close to the island. What exactly is this?
Yes, that was the next thing. I was making sure that everybody ate. This here is
Wait, we have to eat it?
no, I said after we ate.
After we
I
okay.
apologize.
My apologies.
You say this here, but it's nowhere near us. It's just in the distance.
I mean, you can see it from
That's
here.
why I said this here.
It's
I
quite
point
obvious.
at it. Fantasia, stop trying to be very literal. Okay, please.
I'm
Yeah,
not
so
trying to be. This is me.
Okay, anyway, so we're trying to figure out when we leave the island, who will be responsible for taking care of him?
This is the protective measures you mentioned yesterday.
Yes, when we're
Well,
gone from the island.
They seem quite effective. What can it do?
It can do anything that you command.
so far, we've seen it walk.
Does it make a good coffee?
I don't.
Oh, no, you don't want to do it like that.
We've seen it walk and jump out the ocean, so it's durable. We know that much.
Jump out of the ocean. Okay, so what we're saying is here it is defensive.
Yes, it is a defensive.
Right. And who has control of this creature at the moment?
At the moment, I have control of this creature.
Okay, and would you be able to command it for always, or?
We can pass the command from person to person. Well, we can't. Azul can.
What?
Okay.
Wait, can I do that? I thought.
Yes.
Wait, Azul, this was the whole point of what the.
I was
Never
kind
I
of.
cannot pass. I cannot pass it. I thought I could, but no. It's you that passes the command, not me.
Okay.
Because yes, you gave me the command, but since you are the crown of the village, the island, you have to pass the command.
Oh.
So literally, put it this way: if you were to die, Tinton is literally stuck with it, unless someone else goes through the trial.
I'm not entirely sure it's a negative being stuck with this. It seems like quite the effective protector, but I would definitely like it to be kept within the island if you are to be traveling. I
agree.
might suggest that Mr. Caius here, if he would be head of the island defense group, would have access. Honestly, I do not see anyone else. I have obviously great faith in a number of people here. This Beatrice may be an option, but I don't think she can entirely be trusted. No offense, Beatrice. She's like, none taken. I'll fuck some people up with that shit. That's for sure.
She's rather reaction.
What? Fucking what? Fantasia!
Do you see? That's what I was
I'll
going
fuck
for.
you up. I don't need this shit. Fuck you. And Val's like, anyway, myself as mayor, I don't really think that. Well, I mean, it would be useful for building. Boom Boom, I would have suggested, no.
No, not happening. I like the man, but no.
Yes, Mr. Glandrill here does, for all of his bravado, does seem quite a good man. And Glandrill's like,
We're killing even with.
Hey, what's going on, Kifo?
What's up?
Just streaming.
Mr. Glandrill here. Glandrill just made an appearance there.
That would be amazing, actually.
He does seem quite respectful. I don't know if he would stay for a while, but he doesn't seem to have any particular ulterior motives. So my vote, at least as mayor, would go for Mr. Caius or Mr. Glendorf. Yeah. I don't particularly know young master TikTok, but it is difficult to I have to say I do have some I had to admit a prejudice towards goblins. No offense. He's like, none taken. Yeah, definitely don't give really maybe nice people, nicer than I've dealt with in the past. But I just want to get back to my work. Really, I'm not really that interested in protecting or whatever. I just want to get back to my work.
With this conversation, and I appreciate that. Fantasia, was you going to say something?
I was just going to say I also agree, because aside from him drinking his depression away, which made sense, Tower Void, Landrill makes sense, so I agree with that. Go on.
Like, well, I would like to see what this creature could do. I have to say, I'm intrigued about it. No matter who has access, I would like to at least investigate, and I would be happy to accept the responsibilities of this creature. I would guarantee that I would not leave the island. I've dealt some time with you people, and would not leave the island without allowing it to be passed to someone else, if that is your need.
Okay, so we're gonna vote right now, everybody. It's gonna be out of Caius and Glendrill. So everybody for Caius, raise your hand. Okay. Everybody for Glendrill, raise your hand.
Oh goodness.
I don't even think
we got some non-voters here. See, that was a problem with the people I didn't like back then. But
I was just like, I mean, I'd vote Landrill too, honestly. He seems like a decent guy. I quite like wizards, honestly. Quite like them. Glandrill, you would lend me access if we need it? He's like, well, of course, I don't want people to mess up my research, obviously. He's like, no complaints here.
No.
Also, Glandra did protect the other island in the battle against the lizards, on the front where the ships were on the west side, or the west coast.
I do agree too. I did not think about Glendrill.
A whole serpent he took out on his own.
Because I was thinking that Glendrill probably would want to more than anybody else. So
I mean, I would be able to travel to and from it. We have a teleportation circle here, so the place I would head to would only take me maybe a couple of days. The academy has its own circle. I would probably spend some time there. I don't know, a few days a year.
Okay.
At the academy, I'd like to use the library there sometimes, and
deserves
I could transport myself back and forth if needed through the portal.
That's great. I'm pretty sure with how powerful he is, he knows sending. It's not like he really has to worry about not knowing what's going on while he's gone.
So Azul, can you pass this command to him? And also, Caius, can you get back on the ship, back to the island where the Temple of Cord is, and get a priest for us for our temple?
We brought a number of priests actually with us.
Oh, okay. All right.
Two or three. They're helping with the construction.
All right.
About that giant injured lady, didn't she work board here?
Oh yes, she did. She did. Definitely not someone I would request of anything. You noted, don't you?
Yeah.
You know.
I was only asking because I thought Ord was getting pushed off there, so
She'll be pushed off last.
Huh?
That's all I'll say.
I dig it. I
No one's
respect
fucking
that.
with that woman.
Azul.
Yes. Oh yeah.
pass the command over,
And
please.
then I go and I wait. Hold on. I was high. What was the
I
command?
command
Oh
thee.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh
Okay.
my goodness. you
I
forgot your
command
own
thee.
voice.
Wait. Hold on.
You
Zank.
gotta kiss
Zank.
him on
Oh,
the
I
Zank.
command thee, Zank. To you. Okay.
Then you gotta kiss him on the lips as well. Don't forget.
Yeah, Fantasia, that was your job. Okay. But I command you, Zank.
Kind of like very well. Very well. Zank, carefully enter the city and head towards the shoreline. Do not harm any buildings or people on your way, and please help to construct the pier.
That's how you give a command right there.
There you go. We were too
None of
vague.
this walking
I knew
through
it.
trees
Yeah.
business.
I felt we were too vague and broad.
And you can hear like. Like some people like stop.
You know, this kind of makes me wonder what's happening. Wildlife, since it's not to hurt life, I wonder if it just frees it if a deer runs
Well, I said
under it.
people, so
Oh no.
creatures. I mean, even then I was a little bit off, I've got to say.
We're about to get some pudding out there.
All right.
That's life.
All right. So I am ready to go to the northern islands. If y'all are, unless y'all want to investigate the island a little bit more, I kind of think that Shay is ready to go.
I was
I
like,
wanna
where exactly are you looking to travel to?
That's Shay's answer.
Whitestone.
Mr. Whitestone.
Wolfstone? Wait, I need to double check.
How
mine.
exactly are you planning to get to Whitestone?
If we can
Ship?
teleport, I would like that pretty much.
I mean, that sounds cool. I mean, teleport, why not?
Like a year. I like what? Then I went east, and then I went west, and then went up again. Then I went back and then east.
I feel like he doesn't know.
That's like where I was
you-
going.
You're
I ended
robotic.
up here.
She became
robot.
Zank.
You sound like a robot.
He straight up did become Zank.
Oh.
No,
Like-
he's trying to restart.
I believe
Yes,
Whitestone
fine.
is under Lord Percival Frankenstein von Russell Kalowski de Rollo IV right now.
Wait, what now?
Yeah, seems about right.
Only Markel
That was
knows.
nice. That was nice, Simon.
That is the current Lord of Whitestone.
Mm-hmm.
The
Yes.
son of Lord Percival Frankenstein von Russell Kalowski de Rollo III.
Oh, goodness.
Wow.
The winter
Did
is
you say
coming.
his name one more time?
Lord Percival Frankenstein von Russell Kalowski de Rollo IV.
The fourth. Oh, the fourth. He's the son of the third. Ah, I knew it. Yeah.
I do believe. Well, that is quite some distance, and not by sea, that's for sure. How are you planning to get to this
Teleport
northern
if
island?
we can.
Yeah, teleporting sounds nice.
I
I
do
don't
not
agree.
have that availability, I'm afraid.
Well,
Wait, no, TikTok.
We could walk.
TikTok's like, what? I'm an engineer.
I know. Is it a place on the island where we can get as like transport?
No.
No.
is it?
I mean, there is a portal
Oh.
that will take you to the plane, the Brass City of Brass, in the Firelands.
Mm-hmm.
There is I could show you or draw you a map, but you have one here, the metal tablets of mine, of a transportation to the city of Iron, Balgra.
Mm-hmm.
there they may be able to help you. I have spent some time looking at this ship of yours. I believe it could be retrofit to allow it to transport over the sky, not the sea. This is a potential opportunity, but you would need to acquire an umbral crystal to aid in its movement. But I believe other than that, it may take you close to half a year to transport north without being able to either teleport or through magical means or to fly. And with only being able to fly maximum 8 hours with Mr. Azul's owl here, I say there is a number of options. The first option would be we if you are able to acquire an umbral crystal, we could potentially allow. I have some ideas and blueprints around providing flight capabilities to your ship docked on the shore. It is a very sturdy ship. Or alternatively, you could travel through. Well, I actually don't know how you could transport into the northern lands through the portal, but you could attempt to access the city of Brass and potentially find some kind of transportation. Otherwise, you would need to transport via the sea to the shore and then travel yourselves through the shores to the northern lands, which would take at least 8 to 9 months.
Oh,
Okay,
Well, folks,
trying
we're
to find this crystal.
I go for City of Bagra. I want to be a sky pirate.
Chinye, quick question. How the
Yeah,
fuck
what's
did
up?
you make it all the way here? If that is your homeland, it's a long way.
You missed it. So I went south, and then when I went east, and then I went west, and went or south, and then I went east again, and I went east again, and then I went west for like half a year. Then I met a bunch of people. Then I got really drunk, and then next thing you know, I'm on a ship, and I wake up and I'm in the middle of the sea. 3 months later, I end up on an island. I get told, "Hey, you need to go on this ship." I go on this ship. Turns out it's not the right ship. I went on the wrong ship, and then that's how I kind of ended up in the area where I met you. But that was before and after I rode an eagle for like 3 hours east. And then
is where you realize that Shay is way older than he seems.
Yeah. Wait, how long have you
Shay,
been away from
Add
home,
all that
man?
together.
it's been like 7 years.
Good damn.
Shay, how old are you?
27.
I did not know that.
Yes.
It will take 100 years.
That is crazy. Okay. Well,
You act very young.
I'm young at heart. Listen, you also act young. How old are you?
You're quite petty, Tintin.
Fantasia, I can tell you are very young.
I am 20.
I mean, I'm not
20.
I don't know how old I am.
I am 20. I am 24.
I just know Tintin can be a very vengeance-filled man. I will never forget the poor market man who was about to be struck down.
I'll put the wrong age on it.
Strikes in and she says, "Well, I was talking to Mr. Glandrel here today, and he has some interesting insights into the island that I would like to share, Mr. Glandrel, if you would." Glandrel's like, yes, so I have spent some time investigating the island, and I do believe that given I have some interesting thoughts about this power source of this island I would like to spend some more time with Mr. TikTok here looking at the island, but I believe that after some investigation, I may be able to teleport the island.
What?
Yes, it is strange. This volcano should not be active. The island itself has no base. Therefore, the volcano itself should have no connection to the planar powers of fire, but there seems to be some still connection to the planar land of fire within the volcano itself. And if my calculations and interests are correct, which they often are,
Okay.
given enough power, we may be able to move the island itself to various different places. I would advise in the ocean, because this landmass is quite substantial. But give us some time, and we may be able to join you in the north. We will see. I would like to spend a lot more time researching into it, but the breadth that this island has, and the technologies that it has, and magical emphasis that it has, is most definitely not of the mortal plane. Mr. Chenya, I would advise that you explore the fastest route possibly, which right now would be the sky. It's possible that we are able to connect various teleportation devices to the island as you travel. This city, Balgra, TikTok tells me about, is most definitely your best chance at an umbral crystal, which, if I have noticed his blueprints, could allow you to, let's say, convert your existing very, very high quality ship into something that could travel at a much more rapid pace throughout the sky. However, I believe that unless you were to travel through the gateway, it may take a number of weeks to reach the city. Through the gateway, a number of days potentially, but the city of Brass is most definitely a more dangerous route. But in the meantime, we will be working frivolously here to develop both your trade routes with the areas, and I, as the scholar and historian of the island, will be looking into developing and investigating the potential properties of this island and its magical abilities.
Yes.
This ale is very
I
good.
will pretend I understood that. But I know from when you guys locked me out and I was listening through the door, he's got a point, because, remember,
Miss
he
Chenier,
said
Miss
the
Chenier,
island can...
Fantasia, you
So,
you need to just, I believe, as Azul would say, chill out
I was saying, I know.
What was this pointed remark? Why was the need?
Because wait, what pointed remark?
This locked me out.
Oh
Like
no,
that.
it was
just very.
You didn't lock me out. I'm talking literally. I was locked out beside a door. I was listening to a conversation. This island can apparently teleport between planes. On top of that, it makes sense that you may be able to figure out how to move it.
I would be careful in the teleportation between planes. The plane of fire, not the worst, let's say. Plane of water, everyone would drown. Any one of the 9 hells, I don't think I need to explain that one. The abyss, again, I'd say self-explanatory. But I will do my investigation, and by the time that you will return again to the island, I am sure that I will have some understanding of what we may or may not need to activate said transportation.
I think our best bet is to go to the Brass City.
Wait, what?
The Brass City.
Wait, the what?
Careful here. There is a Brass City and an Iron City. The Brass City is on the plane of fire.
Yes, that don't sound like a good
The
idea.
Iron City is known as Balgra, which is
iron.
as far as I can tell from Mr. TikTok. In fact, Mr. TikTok, maybe you should explain this. He's like, well, Balgra, you see, it is between planes. It is upon our material plane here, and but it has a gateway to the plane of law. And the plane of law is, well, I was never able to transport further than the second tier of the city in my learnings. But Balgora is a very interesting place. It is a incredibly lawful and ruled city. I believe I can tell you a little about that. There is 3 clear rules of this city. Rule 1, talent is everything.
Ooh, dig it.
The lowliest, scruffiest child can ascend to the warsmith with the right talent. Rule number 2, the Iron Council and small number of warsmiths that make up this Iron Council make up the rules. They are judge, jury, and executioner. Rule 3, the law must be followed to the letter, except when it's not.
I mean, that sounds like rule 2, but you know, I didn't make it.
And I say this because the Iron Council rules this city, and the Iron Council has access to the plane of law, which is a very interesting place. To some extent, Mr. Zank here is connected to that plane. Parts of him have been acquired from the plane of law.
You know, from this law thing, I just asked because how do demons and tieflings, you know, what is their likability there?
In the plane of law, tieflings are tolerated.
I don't like that.
I have not been to the plane myself, but tieflings are tolerated. Demons are not. Chaotic factors are most definitely not tolerated in the plane of law. And neither good nor evil exist, as it were. The plane of law is one of law and order only. But the city of Balgora is not upon the plane of law, it is upon our mortal plane. It is just...
It's a gateway to
let's
that place.
say it borders this plane of law and has access to it and is heavily influenced by it. While I was there was an Iron Council. This council consisted of 5 individuals. And I do not know what this would be now.
Makes sense. Especially say Makefoot knows how many different there's.
All I know is that those with the most talent and with the ultimate talent may become one of the council, and no one would be able to contemplate or argue that fact.
When you mean by talent, is that knowledge or is that like by capability?
Well, let's just say
Great at spinning plates.
my talent is considerable, but I was only able to access the second tier of 4.
Oh boy.
Nice. We have Fantasia.
I
Easily get to the 5th one.
I love myself. I'm damn proud of myself.
Fantasia,
I don't think I'm
think
as
that's
smart of shut up. I don't think that I'm as smart as TikTok. Just saying.
I'm not saying that to be rude. I think you.
Oh,
You just-
muted, Rick.
You
got
you
muted.
just kind of went out like you
You just
whispered
somehow faded out into the ether.
it.
Oh.
Yeah, he straight
You
went
you
into
seem lost in yourself. I do not believe you. So you haven't even found yourself.
Yeah. Well, that's been known that I'm not really.
Well, Miss Fantasia, I have seen you looking at my blueprints, and I believe that you may have more talent than you think.
Yup.
You know, I think Che's overqualifying me, but you know, I'm interested. You know, if it's not certain death if you fail at a talent, like I will try for Artemis Tide or anything.
I mean, it depends on the council member who you may speak to. While I was there was, if I remember correctly, the Iron King. He was, as you may think, the head of the council. I believe the last name was Black. There was some strange kinku known as the Gadgeteer. There was also, if I remember rightly, the Steam Lord and the Lord of Whispers. And there was one other, but I do not remember them.
I ask, and like, obviously because it's been thousands of years, do you know if any of their races had very long lifespans?
They may be. These beings were not of the Iron King, for example. While I was there, was a dwarf. Dwarf's lifespan is hundreds of years. It is quite possible that the lifespan of this race has been extended, or that it is a descendant. There was the Kinku, for example, who was the Gadgeteer. I would expect they would still be a Kinku, but most definitely would not be the same unless they had some gadget created that extended their lifespan. And the Steam Lord was, at the time, an orc, I believe. The rest I do not remember. I trained under the Steam Lord himself. He was known as Gregory. He was, I believe, an orc. Maybe half giant, maybe both. I'm not sure. But this is why I have been working upon the concept of creating a steam-powered ship that would travel a long distance, powered by coal as opposed to the wind.
That sounds crazy, but maybe if I got a look at it, seems like something that could be possible.
Now, let me tell you, if you are to be traveling to Balgrad, there is 3 things you must know. There are 3 tiers to the city. The first tier is that of tin. Tin is that of the majority of the city itself. The second tier, that of copper. Copper being that of the more regal and important. And finally, the tier of iron. Iron, the strongest material known to the creatures of this earth. And then there is the Great Gateway. The gateway to the plane of law, which rules upon the entire city itself. My transportation to the city was through the city of Brass on the plane of fire, but I did accompany the fire giants. But the city itself does exist on this plane, far, far to the east, way west, far, far to the west.
It's all right. You've been gone a few thousand years.
It's been a few thousand years. I've drank like 3 whiskeys so far. So if you would like to travel there, there is access to there potentially 2 possess an umbral crystal from the city itself. You could transport to the city of Brass and see if there is an umbral crystal upon the auction houses there. Or you could travel to the Iron City, in which you would not be in as such direct danger, but there is a lot of politics going on in that city, and who knows how many additional council members there are now. There is an infinite number depending on the skill available from the community there. That being said, what would you like to do? You could just head north.
As soon as he says that, you just see Azul smoking in the back. He was eating. He just.
There's no limit on council members.
No, if they are unable to kill another council member, then they will just create another council member.
I mean, like he said,
get those crystal things so we can.
they literally make the rules.
I like that idea.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're certainly not going north. That's psychotic. So
that would take way too long.
It's how we're getting there. Are we going through the city of Brass?
We're not going through the city of Brass.
We're going to the Iron City.
Yeah, I know that. I was saying because there was a way there.
You can get there two ways. You can either go there by sailing, which is going to take you quite a long time, or you're going to go through the portal to the city of Brass and find another portal to get there, which could take you a much shorter time, but it's way more dangerous. So you've got like a safer, longer journey or a shorter, more dangerous journey.
Well, we're clearly going to city.
You're going where?
Yeah, we know what Mogren's using. It's more about what does Shay want to do at this point then.
I want to go the safer route. I'd like to arrive in one piece, you know?
Oh,
All right, let's get that shit. And
I'm just smoking. Whatever y'all choose, I don't care. You know, I just actually want to explore. I've never been off the islands too much. I've always been shore to shore. So I am down for a travel.
All right.
Well, let me know. I do believe, as Mr. TikTok says, I do believe I would be able to activate the portal momentarily, let's say, through the use of Zank. But the portal would be then closed to you afterwards. So you could access the city of Brass if you would like for maybe a 30-minute opening of the portal. After that, you are by yourselves. Otherwise, you would have to take your ship and sail, from what I can calculate, 2 to 3 weeks.
2 to 3 weeks?
To the west. Yes, this would take you to the island which you are looking for. Well, you'll see what I mean. It's not exactly an island, but it may seem that way to you.
Okay, so what? All right, tell it to me straight. So should we take the portal or should we sail, man? I need your opinion here.
I would take the portal because last time I went was with some giants, fire giants. In fact, they are only one below the Ifriti. If you are cunning enough, moving through the elemental plane of fire may be quite effective. If you are not cunning enough, I would recommend safer route, which is by sea. However, I do not know how safe that may or may not be.
If we were to get cut off, though, if we found another portal, how would we be able to get back to this island's portal?
Well, I do believe you have a stone here that allows you to transport yourselves back to this portal at a pinch. If you
I forgot that.
So
anyone, from what I can tell, entering this portal would transport themselves back to the island. So this may include some pursuers of yours.
What's the radius on the teleport back?
Well, we were not teleported with Azul and did.
You have to be in a circle, I guess. I mean, that didn't happen last time, but I don't know. We could try it out right now.
Well, I mean, I don't want to go back and do that long walk here, but yeah, we got to see how big this.
Well, in the event we get trapped, we can use that to get back.
Yeah, that's why I said I don't want to go back, but someone's got to test how big the circle is.
All right, so TikTok, how big is the circle?
This is not something of my control. I did not design this. I have no idea.
Yeah, so
Okay,
someone has
so-
to use it so we can measure.
So let's take a vote. Who wants to go through bronze? Who wants to see and just sail there safely, a little bit more safely that you know of?
It
Brass City.
depends. I mean, you saw how Che reacted to 2 to 3 weeks. So it sounds like we do need to get there fast. I vote city.
So say it like this: 2 to 3 months to go get this crystal.
Months?
Yeah, because you said 2 to 3 weeks. So then, if you do 2 to 3 weeks, I just count that as to get there, to get back
Okay.
2 to 3 weeks. So,
Okay.
and you don't know how long it's going to take to find the crystal. So therefore, so say that, or just go straight to the north, or go through dangerous waters, meaning the flame shit that he's talking about.
Shit.
This goes to you, Che. Dang.
It's
Well,
your
I mean,
family,
you-
Che, and your people.
But it's you. You guys are your lives here at stake here.
We are
Yeah.
strong. We are powerful. We can do whatever we want.
Yeah.
Look what we've done so
Don't worry
far.
about danger.
Ay. This is.
I killed a wyvern.
I mean, let's
That
not
is
say
true.
that out loud.
What?
Secondly,
The wyvern's gonna get offended?
You hear that this is like,
I mean, to be
Looks like we're taking the teleporter.
the
Surprise.
safest people would be me and
Mogram.
Mogram, apparently. but
Everybody will be safe except me, because Azul can turn into something else with the hat,
Correct.
and
Yeah,
I'm going
that's
to be
what I
the only
wanted to-
sort of. I'm
that's
going to
what
be
I
the
wanted
only
to
sort of.
ask about. Was the hat like burnt from being too hot there? That's what I
No.
was
It's
worried about.
magical.
Okay. I know it's magical, but magical.
TikTok says like, no. The city of Brass is it is okay for those of the non-fire plane, but those who are not obviously of a powerful race, such as Tiefling,
Oh boy.
you would be assumed to be either a powerful wizard or the mortal form of something much more powerful.
So what I'm going to say right now, since you picked that, that's fine. If you pick that, just know that they will be attacking us because of me. I have a
All
symbol of cord. I am wearing cord all over me, and I am nowhere near a fiend or anything else.
Why don't we just give you the hat to look that?
Because
They
then
also don't
Azul
like Genasi,
will
though.
be getting- Yes, they don't like
they hate more. Cord or
Genasi.
I
And
think
then for me, I would just be a little bit weak due to it's going to be very dry land that I'll be on. So yeah.
Well, let me. I will tell you what I know. While I was there, I saw Efriti. Efriti are the denizens of the city. They are under the Grand Sultan, and they are those of the element of fire. Other than that, what we saw were powerful beings of magic. There were some humans and some elves. These archmages are ones not to be trifled with. There are the fire giants. The fire giants are those of beings of this plane. There are the dragons. Often, as you can be, I am sure you are sure, the dragons take a human form. Dragons are of brass and gold and red dragon. These dragons are comfortable upon the flame of fire. Then there are devils from the 9 hells. Devils are very comfortable with the fire. McCain. McCain are, let me say, giants, but of a magical nature. They are not strong physically, but they are strong magically. There are the Jani. These are... They look and act like larger, powerful humans or elves, but they are descendants of the genie. And then there is Kossuth. Kossuth is the elemental lord of fire, and you do not want to meet this man.
So my last question before you finish: do you know exactly what a portal is that we need to take this portal? Because if you know that, then I'm fine with going, so we can go straight to that portal and get the fuck out of there.
Well, there was a... Well, I was there last, and time moves differently upon the plane of fire. There was a portal upon the... Let's say in the blacksmithing area of the city of Brass that had access to the city of Iron, which is Valgrath. This portal is often controlled by one of the lead clans or one of the Iron Council. I do not know which it would be right now.
All right, so if we hit the portal right now, are we going to go west on the island, north on the island, south, east to get to this portal?
I don't understand the question.
The portal
So
is
the
the gate that we passed when we got Zank, right?
No, he gets that. It's more he's saying where is the portal that's going to lead to Balgra. But also the problem with that is it's been thousands of years.
The
We
portal
don't-
won't move. The portal
I know
gonna
the
stay there.
portal wasn't moving,
Well, the portal
more
won't move, but the city
the
of Brass
land.
does.
and it's more the
Uh,
landmarks.
Can you draw us a map before we go?
I can draw you a map of what I remember.
Yeah, like I said,
Yes,
it's
because it would show us the general area where it is instead of asking.
I will do my best. And he draws you a really fucking bad map.
What is this performance roll?
I can't see that. Is that a
That's-
natty one?
That's a 2.
Oh,
Draws you a fucking terrible map.
let's go.
All right, we can go. I just don't feel comfortable. We can go though.
So you have 2 options. You have the portal through to the city of Brass, and then an attempt to find the portal to the city of Iron, or you can take a ship and just sail like 2 to 3 weeks west and find the city of Iron, which is a lot safer. It's not like super safe, but it's a lot safer.
Yeah.
It's just longer.
Yep. It doesn't matter to me, you know. My uncle and father may be here soon. That way we can at least make some money for the island before we leave. Because I told him to bring an appraiser to let everyone know that we killed Jamand. It's a very big bounty on his head. And it'll be
he
good.
literally doesn't know or care who that is.
Who?
TikTok.
I know that. I'm talking to all of us.
Oh, okay.
But after that, you get to decide. Chinye, if your family is this far away, we definitely want to get to them quicker than later, since, you know, we want to make sure they are safe.
Yes.
Remember, Che, you just got like an image of like a village. It's not your village. It's something similar to what you
Oh, I thought it was his.
experienced. You didn't get like a very focused image of what's going on. You just got it's more like a warning of threat.
Okay.
Well, we did just spend like a month on this island. Do we have a little bit of time, or should we be a little more urgent? Really, it is up to Junior.
Yeah, that's what
that's
I've
why
been
we
saying
said
the whole
pick.
time.
I'm just telling him the threats of what we
Yeah, it didn't seem that urgent. It's just like should make my way.
I got almost what I want. We killed Jamand. That is really the biggest thing that's on my list. I am looking for this weapon still, but I'm sure if the world of my destiny defines that I find it, I'll find it. And that's kind of me. So
I am not going to lie to you. I am looking for some. Basically, almost murdered my sister and murdered my princesses. Well, my king, put it like that. So therefore, if I see him in that plane, I will be fighting.
I mean,
We'll
there's a
fight
chance.
alongside you.
Yeah, we will
So-
fight anyone who's an enemy of us. I'm just looking for money to rebuild the town.
We can pick the quickest route if you want to, and we can go. But if we're going, let's pack up and start going now.
wait.
So you got a choice of quick and dangerous, or easier and longer.
It's up to you. Now the dialogue wheel pops up and the timer goes.
There's no time. D&D, you can do whatever the fuck you want. You can be like, I'm going
So-
south, and I'm gonna fucking mine for gold for 7 years.
All right, boys, we're going east, and we're mining gold for 7 years.
Well, this is an interesting turn of events, but all right. So,
I'm kidding. Man, dicking
Okay,
around,
The
dicking
focus
around
is
in
on
these,
you.
on these planes could be so bad. Like fire giants, fire planes, magic, iron.
Bear in mind, you guys, you're pretty fucking strong right now. I'm just gonna say. I'm not saying go for the fire plane. I'm just
Yep,
saying
that's what I said. We are strong. We are not weak.
you're kind of badasses at this point.
I'm not saying.
All
But I'm saying.
right.
I'm saying, like, no matter which direction you decide, you're badasses. Like, you can fuck shit up, but
Yeah, we can also get fucked up though.
on the prime material plane of fire, you're gonna have to fuck shit up.
Yeah.
On the prime material plane of not fire, it's definitely gonna be easier for you for now.
You know what?
And Balgray, you don't even fucking know. You don't even know what that level is.
I think we should just, take our time and just sail north, and not
Okay.
really dick around in teleportations and stuff like that. Honestly, as much as I want to trust magic, sometimes teleporting large objects can go sour. Unless we don't know these cities, we barely know what's inside of them.
What large objects we teleporting?
Oh.
Look at him sideways.
Mhm.
Fantasia's ego. I thought we were teleporting the ship too.
Oh my goodness.
No,
I don't think the ship can even fit in a circle, honestly.
I would say it's whatever you choose. I'm ready to go. So just tell us I'm getting ready to pack up.
Fantasia, the choice is on you.
I am not. No, you're not changing this on me, Shay.
Okay,
wait.
the choice is on you.
Who?
We are sailing, and we are not teleporting. I don't
Okay,
fuck around with teleports and
The
shit
only
like
reason I don't want to teleport and I is because we don't know exactly what a portal is. And if that plane is that bad, I don't feel like fucking shit up all day long. I just want to get to where I'm going. So let's sit. Let's go.
that. Let's do it. All right, we set sail tomorrow. Captain Azul,
Tomorrow, we sail.
I need your permission to just grant seafare.
Let's do it.
And
Hey. It's
What?
settled. Mogrim,
Yes, it's official. We're salesmen.
no, we're seamen.
oh my god.
Oh.
Both disgusting
and,
puns.
and women.
Okay, so you guys spend the day preparing to set sail. What do you do?
I mean, I'm still trying to make sure my father and everybody knows about the thing. So if I'm not here, we can still make bank, So I'm writing all the documents. I'm talking with Val, trying to make sure she understands everything that we have going on and everything we need.
Okay, roll a quick roll a quick persuasion check with advantage, and like, what are you telling Val?
Writing down like all the things that we did. We still got. Did we ever find some of the body of the big worm in the water down there?
Big worm, big worm.
Big worm.
Yeah.
You didn't, but you do have a head.
Yeah.
Like a whole fucking head of this shit.
Exactly. So yeah, I'm just telling her all this stuff, writing down all the facts that I would know or think to know about Jermaine in this. That way we can make some money off of it, and telling her that she should put it into the island and whatever renovations we need. So
you roll a quick persuasion check with advantage.
18.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. She gets like, she takes the head, like the sort of slightly rotting head, and she's like, right. So I when they arrive, I provide them the head and the documentation that you found from the cellar, and this is Jamond. I've got some testimonials from the city. And what is the reward for this? Like, what are we looking for here?
Do I remember?
Yeah, the reward is like 90,000 gold.
Yeah.
For like killing Jamal and getting rid of him.
Yeah, it would have been more if he was alive. You know.
Gotta do
She's like, okay, yeah. And is there anything else I need to give them information?
No. Just hope use it to build the island, make it more safe, make this town a lot more fortified and ready to be protected. You know, the good stuff.
Reinvest it into Firefly.
That of course, enough to get us protected around our plants, where we'll be doing all of our factory work for BBW and no, it was Fayfire. And so yes, we are wanting to make sure all of that is good to go, but definitely the rest of it will go to the.
Should I be recruiting? Should I be recruiting a like distribution fleet for this? I mean, this would be a lot of gold if we could get this.
I mean, yes, but we do have the Proteus God, so don't worry. They will help as well, ship things back and forth, because it helps. It helps the Proteus God along with the island, along with all of us here. So we can make that work.
Okay, fantastic. And I need to go pee. So she runs away quickly to pee.
Hi.
Oh, man.
Sounds good.
So yeah, Chinye, where are you from, man? Again, that is far, boy.
I am from far away. I'm actually not from Whitestone. I'm from Bear Claw Village.
Oh.
That's a village up way north.
I do remember him bringing that up before.
Yeah.
I forgot. You know, things.
That doesn't surprise us at all.
So it's like, you know, in a hypothetical world, right? In a hypothetical state,
is that so?
In a hypothetical area, there's like Dallas, right?
Okay.
So that if you have Dallas, then you have Frisco. Then Frisco is what Bear Claw is. If Dallas is Whitestone.
Oh,
my God! The connection is
right outside. Oh, okay.
Any of these fucking words meant, sure.
Yeah, just random gibberish, you know. I didn't like it. The pressure on me to make a fucking choice like that.
Hey, my stuff is done. Okay, you know But where is Mogram? Where's the boy Mogram? Where did he go now?
Doing most stuff.
He went to go piss too.
Also, I remember.
Mogram.
I need to ask Simon because I remember. Oh, go ahead.
More than 2 shakes, you're playing with it.
These teepers.
Nothing wrong with that.
You need to mirror the image.
You're a man. You're allowed to do what you wish.
You need to mirror the image more, but that is the TC that he put on the icon, the image. or the
No one's seen it yet, so we still don't know. But interesting.
No, I like that. Also, it's not.
I do like it.
It doesn't need to be weird.
Yeah, it
What-
doesn't look bad either.
It looks the right way.
If it's supposed to be,
Unless
Well,
I've been drawing C
it's
back
flipped.
around,
The C
right?
is wrong because this thing
you've been
mirrors.
drawing backwards my whole.
Yeah,
life.
it's back. The C is backwards, so but whatever because my
No, it's not.
screen.
Yeah, it's not backwards to us.
It's not
That's
backwards
what
on
we're
our side.
saying.
Oh, it is on
It
my
looks right
screen.
Yeah, it looks right
You've been
side up
drawing
over
C's
Oh,
wrong
that's
my
right.
whole life.
Yeah.
Simon, DM.
Who is this DM you're talking to?
Yeah,
Is this
what's
another
up?
god?
This is easier.
It's the god, you fucking bitch.
D-I-E-M.
This is Tempest Cabe logo that Azul was
Did you
working
just
on.
fucking draw that?
Yeah, I did on the computer the whole time. What you talking about?
Oh,
Yeah, why do you think he was focused on
Yeah.
this is Markel the whole session. Yeah.
Markel,
Make up your mind, Shane.
Markel, you're a fucking god. You're a god. You are a god.
we had to do this. He was not gonna pay attention to that long message. I'm gonna tell you right now. He was out of there. He was eating. was-
This is Markel stoned right now.
Simon, also quick side question. I remember I picked up a bow
You did.
from German's lair or
Oh, you
whatever.
made me get up and get this thing.
And
Wait,
for
I took pictures. Look at.
nice.
Sorry, go ahead.
And D&D Beyond didn't save the bow.
Oh,
so
really?
I
You're gonna play D&D fucking Beyond for this shit?
Yeah, gonna have to blame D&D Beyond on this one.
All right, what bow are you looking for here? You got Oath Bow.
Oath bow.
It's a bow, but it's also an oath.
When you knock an arrow, it whispers. Oh, God, why? Okay, I'm just gonna get it from this.
I can't find it in D&D Beyond. Is it not there? Or is it
No,
you-
it should be. It's an official item.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. When you knock an arrow on this bow, it whispers in Elvish, "Swift defeat to my enemies." When you use this weapon to make a ranged attack, you can, as a command phrase, say, "Swift death to you who have wronged me." The target of your attack becomes your sworn enemy until it dies or until drawn 7 days later.
Cool.
You can only have one such sworn enemy at a time. When your sworn enemy dies, you can choose a new one. It's Hunter's Mark.
Yeah.
You can choose it. It's Hunter's Mark.
Yes.
When you make a ranged attack roll with this weapon against your sworn enemy, you have advantage on the roll. In addition, your target gains no benefit from cover other than a total cover, and you suffer no disadvantage due to long range. If the attack hits, your sworn enemy takes an extra 3d6 piercing damage.
Mhm.
While your sworn enemy lives, you have disadvantage on attack rolls with all other weapons.
Gotcha. Okay, I looked it up and I got it on Roll20.
Got it.
Yeah.
You
I just
do
forgot what it
own
was.
the oath bow.
Do-do-do-do.
The oath bow.
Val,
Yes.
with the proceeds that we get for the BBW and the product that we are making, or Boom Boom is making, I would like to give 5% of the money given to Cord, the temple.
The temple. Okay.
Yes, the
I'm
5%.
not entirely sure how to provide money to a god directly.
I
To
would.
building the temple, just in general, who is in charge of the temple? Mr. Caius here?
Caius is in charge of, no, the priest. Give it to the priest.
Okay. 5%.
It's going to be for helping build and sustain Cord.
Understood. So, when will you be traveling? Will it be in the morrow? Now, I believe the ship is prepared if you would like to travel now. However, who would you be taking with you?
We'll need to stock up on supplies and weaponry.
Well, we'll need a new crew, basically. So whoever wants to go out with us, on this travel that we trust.
There are a number of actually. Beatrice says, "Yeah, it's a bunch of cunts on this island.
Actually,
Sale, but I can't say they're the nicest bunch, you know. Pirates.
Okay, no. Look here. Hold on. One moment.
They're very good at sailing. I'm just saying.
Yes, but
I would like to see them gone.
That's kind of true. But Batan, how about one of our crew just drop us off? That's all they need, and they can go wherever they need to from here. We'll just have one sail us away.
Drop them off where exactly?
Whatever. We are going to do. The city of Amman, right, would be the best place, right?
Amman, you may travel to Amman if you would like.
Yeah,
I could take you there if you would like, with your ship.
Yeah, just
with one of my crew.
Just get one of the
If
crew.
you like to
I want
you, however, it is not directly where you would like to go. I would say.
Oh well, I mean, I don't know. I was not paying attention. So let's go.
Amman is the south. The south. The south.
Wait, we're going to the south to go to the north?
No, the city
we are
is
going
the
to
west.
west.
The city is the west here.
Yes.
The Amman is the south.
Oh, okay. So we need.
I
Okay.
don't think he is listening as well.
So,
I can drop you there if you would like, but it's still 1 to 2 weeks from there. You know?
okay, I forgot where we were. I thought the man was north of us, northeast. So we're just going east.
Is a good choice if you would like a ship, but you have a ship.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
see it. It's very good.
We'll just go east. My bad, northeast. Okay, so
no, east is
west.
This is the opposite
West.
direction.
Wait. We are in Asmat, right?
Are you not a sailor, monsieur?
Hold on. Where
I
we?
thought you is with the Porpheus guard.
If we're going to Taldore is to our east because we are in the Asmat Sea. Okay.
We are not going to Taldore.
Then that was my fault.
We're going to the west.
Because
Taldore is north.
That other place was in Taldore. So excuse me.
No, it's not.
What he said?
Azul, don't worry about it.
White
Just,
Rock, right? Whatever. Whitestone.
Azul, you are shocking me. You know?
Whitestone is in Taldore, which is east of.
Whitestone is in Taldore. It's very far away.
That's what he said. Now. You remember the Rolo, the thread, the four?
Are we going to Taldore or are we going to this Belgrade?
Belgrade. I'm sorry. I am.
This is in the west.
I go away. I quiet now.
Azul,
I can take you to Amman if you would like.
We will be going in a
But not me, but the ship.
No, we are okay.
We
are okay. I was confused because of white. It was a lot of words. Okay.
This is not many words, but okay.
I got woken up by dog. Okay, I am not fully here.
This sounds like an excuse. If you ask me,
it is an excuse. I believe I'm with you, Batan.
Are you with me?
No, we are not. No.
Well, this is a shame. Yours is a shame.
Yeah,
We would be a very beautiful couple.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, you are a beautiful lady.
But you don't want their problems, man.
She does not want my problems.
Please stop talking.
I don't know. You seem to like to talk.
I do. I do enjoy talking. I just So
I also enjoy talking. Do you like poetry? I like poetry too.
I love No. When are we leaving, guys? You know?
We're leaving tomorrow.
Before we leave, I read you some of my poetry.
Azul, I'd like to talk to you.
You know, I got to go clean off the skeleton in the mansion. I'll see you guys later.
I do like to clean the skeleton also.
You handed that baton. Tintan, what is wrong? And I follow Tintan. Yeah, what's up?
He's like encroaching on Fantastic. Yeah, she's like,
Hey, Mulgrim, you want to come bust down some walls in the mansion for no reason?
Whoa.
oh, I like to bust down the walls.
You set up for that one.
Yeah, I'll go.
Thank you, Mulgrim.
Oh, mon prêmio, so also like to bust down the walls.
We are not busting down walls together. Mulgrim is doing it alone.
Oh, he is doing it alone, but we are together.
Oh, man. That's funny.
Okay, so you're gonna travel by boat. You're gonna head to the west.
Yeah, Tintan was trying to tell me something, but
Tintan was trying to tell you something. Go ahead, Tintan.
Oh, how about we take one of your group members
and what?
and one of the pirates?
Why do we need a pirate? I don't understand.
So we can quickly get there. They can switch shifts, and also we can get to know them. See if they are here for good, here for bad.
You know we have a full crew. We have a full crew that does all the switching themselves. They don't need more, right? You know.
We're taking our ship though. We're not taking
I
their
know.
ship.
Why would I want to
Wait,
give a pirate my
guys.
ship?
We have a small issue. Who's going to steer the ship with Blythe gone?
That's what we're
That's what
talking
we're
about.
looking for. But I have.
Damn, you've been gone this whole time.
Whoa, I spaced out mad hard there.
I also like
Oh,
to
I
take
need some
over.
water.
So you've got
days.
okay. Let's go through your NPCs that you have. You have Animesh. He is a gnome rogue. You have he most certainly a pirate of some kind. You've Megaloo, who is a human male alchemist. You have Pelofo, who is a half-elf druid. You have Ates, who is the human scholar. You have Anez, who is Ates's sister. You have Batan, who is the tiefling barbarian, who is obviously not part of your group. So you have a number of selected people. You could also take any one of the people who are on your island if you would like to various.
Lincoln. About where you take Lincoln? Because I trust that she will not have any shit on the ship.
She's like, I don't really know how to sail a ship.
Yes, I just want you to watch it because I'm not going to give my ship over to pirates.
No, you said your people, so let's just use your people.
Okay.
And then Lincoln can stay
Oh, so
here
you're grabbing a couple of the Proteus guard
people.
Yeah.
I trust that much so.
And then Lincoln can stay here and calm down Caius.
Caius is like, what? Calm down, what?
You know, she give you a little pum pum, make you calm down, chill, breathe, you know?
He's like, yeah, she does.
You know, so okay, all right. And plus Caius.
Whoa, let's wait. That pum pum.
Yeah. Caius needs to be here with the golem, you know, so we don't want him to leave.
No, it's not my golem,
but you need to watch it, you know.
No, I'm staying on the island. You mentioned the pum pum. I'm good.
The poo poo.
All right, so we leave it tomorrow. Let's pack up.
Do you remember
the time?
Do you remember the
21st night of September?
The hot springs. Okay. Tintan, do you remember?
Yes, I remember the hot springs.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when she put it on you in front of everybody. That's what I remember.
Whoa. Okay, the hot springs.
Oh my!
Jay, you don't even remember. It was you drank.
Can I make a intelligence check
Wouldn't it be a
you
history
can.
check?
to see if I remember? Hot damn! Oh, sorry. That's a 19.
Oh, you remember. You remember the hot springs, the elf girls.
Oh shit, the Elf Girls. All right, yeah, now I remember.
God damn.
God damn.
Lincoln's like, what?
Nothing.
Xinyan is a whore.
Kai's just like, nothing.
Nothing. Hey, me and Caius had a long educated.
Did not sing anything.
We didn't see anything. We just learned a lot and make the observations.
Yeah. Tinton did all the.
Yes, handle it.
And yeah.
I was throwing holy water.
I'm sure you was.
I remember, wasn't it one time Tintin was sexually assaulted?
No, you don't remember that.
No.
That
No.
never happened.
Anyway,
Never
I'm
happened.
gonna get back to work, sorting out the population.
Yes.
Okay. You do that.
Anyway, have a good trip, everyone. Island will be here when you get back, or where you are if the Magus here has his way. We'll see you there.
Sure will.
Yes, sir.
We'll see you there.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
a strange stretch you got going on there, Chenye. But
They get the blood throwing.
throwing.
Going like.
Yeah, that's what you meant.
You did say throne, Jay.
So, you guys, you have a day to prepare before you're shipping out. What would you like to do?
Like I said, I did what I needed to do, so it's up to you.
I went to the alchemist to see if they can whip up some healing potions.
You go to the alchemist, and in the alchemist is Mr. Boom Boom, and he's like, "Why?
Oh boy.
I've been working on some extra
Hey.
Boom Boom juice here. But you need something else that's not the Boom Boom juice, huh?
Nah, I needed some healing potions.
Oh, I mean, listen, boy. There's some good ingredients in this here island. I'm gonna say there's some good ingredients, but I need something for it. You know, I need something for it. 50 gold.
Boom, boom.
Because
you're free.
I'm not here for free. I'm here for the business, if you know what I mean. And the business is Boom Boom.
And the business is giving us
The business is Boom Boom. I got the business. I am the business. So, 50 gold per potion. I got myself. Hell yeah.
Boom, boom.
Each time. 50 motherfucker gold for them that potion.
Is there a persuasion check here?
Why?
We have been working together. We made this book.
Well, that's why it's 50 gold. I've seen you work, and I know that you don't know how to.
Tintin, we have
50 gold for that, and I got you one greater healing potion. I will throw it in for 50 gold. They on the mainland, they go for like 150 gold. Maybe 200.
So you said, which potion is this? Boom, boom.
I got you 2 healing potions, 50 gold each.
Which healing
One.
potion? Is it the regular healing potion?
That damn regular healing potion, you know? And I got that damn extra good healing potion.
For how much?
I give you that for 50 gold also. That's the normally like 250 gold. Greater, I believe they call it on the mainland, but I like to call it the motherfucking Boom Boom healing potion.
How much for the motherfucking boom boom?
I'll give you 50 gold for that.
How many?
I got one of them. It takes some time. I needed to use the spider vomit.
Boom boom. You have free food coming to you every
Ain't no
afternoon,
free food.
night.
I gotta help myself get the food.
You need 50 gold, and we're on an island that we are working together.
There's the dying people on this island. Poor dying people. They're poor.
Boom
You
boom.
want to
Boom
take
boom.
some
Just take
food?
the 50 gold once we sell our first
Like
ship.
it's 150 gold, 150 gold.
No, 50 gold.
No, it ain't no 50 gold there. I know what you're talking about.
You said 50 gold.
For what?
I'm asking. Okay, for 2, it's 100.
Yeah, for 200 and for free, including that there super healing potion. What I like to say, greater healing potion, 150 gold. This is a steal.
Boom boom.
Yeah.
We will have a discussion.
Yeah, but would you buy them potion for me right now? Or no?
You extra.
Listen,
boom, boom.
I gotta build this economy right here. Miss Valerie, she said, charge the fuck out of them guys. You know? He said, take them to cleaners.
Why would you do that with somebody who helped you build?
I don't give a fuck.
Boom boom, you a piece of shit right now. You a piece of shit right now.
Well,
Okay?
thank you very much.
Is anybody with him?
Here is 150 gold. Give me all that fucking potion.
I give you that fucking potion right now.
May Cord bless you.
Well, may Cord fucking buy some more potions from me. So you got 2 healing potions and 1 greater healing potion.
No more bonus for you.
Well, I already own 5% of the company. And thank you very much. Due to your patronage. Listen, when I make you more than like 7,000 gold, you're gonna be loving me right now. No hat? Oh.
Boom boom, can I get me some potions? I'll pay full price.
Kenya, you there? I got like 12 potions for you if you would like them.
Hey, I'll gladly take.
Well, I don't, so fuck off, okay? I gave them all to this boy right here.
Why did you tell me that you had 12 potions then?
It was fucking funny, if you know what I mean. You know, like 150 gold. I got myself 150 gold.
Hey, Boom Boom. Actually, I have this fight. Do you want to try it?
No, I do not.
Psych, you can't have it.
I just said I don't want that.
Son of a bitch.
Anyway, anyone else here is Zulu around? Because I am running out of fire, and well, actually, I'm not. I got the plants. I got the growing in space. I got the spider silk. I don't know what I mean.
Well, he's not doing the fire as much. It's he's helping, but it's the girl. Remember, she's baking.
Well, yeah, but I gotta grow that shit
Mm-hmm.
in the spider place, you know.
Azul.
Am I around?
I'm away from Boom Boom.
Oh, okay.
I go to Azul.
Okay, you have left Boom Boom in his disgusting douchey space.
Azul, make sure.
What?
And I'm going to make sure too. If he smokes any of your product, he pays. If he drinks any of my product, he pays.
We'll tell Val to tell her brother to watch him. How about that? That works? I don't know.
Like, my brother's already been watching him.
See?
I don't even.
See, she knows. She knows.
What he does is not illegal. It's not legal.
And while you are here, Val, I'm glad you are here. Actually, I guess you two can discuss what you want to do with that theater lady, Gogolafi or whatever her name is. She gets
We
on my
already
nerves.
talked about that.
Well,
we will be sending her over her required amount. Plus, I believe, Mr. Tinton, how many were we adding to this?
Since we're making that new one, I say 1 extra of the regular that she did not pay for, and 1 of the
One of which? You
One
seem
of the
to suddenly disconnect from my conversation.
one of the BBW, one extra, and one of the new, and we're gonna call that the Phoenix Water.
Oh, Phoenix Water. I like that. And are we providing this free of charge? And then if we are, what is the follow-up price for this Phoenix Water? BBW right now is going at about 50 gold per barrel.
Damn.
That one is going to be 70 gold per barrel. For right now, we're going to give her that as a apology for not bringing her stuff earlier.
Got you. Understood. And we will include that in the delivery. One thing that I'm interested in is Gugolofi has mentioned that there is some interest from neighboring islands. Are we looking to expand our reach for
Yes.
the BBW, or are we looking to bring people to the current island to acquire that? Are they coming here to acquire and leave, or are we transporting from here to there?
We are going to transport to them until
Got
we
it.
get our island stable. I do not want
Correct.
people constantly coming here. And that's another reason why I would like for him to figure out how to teleport this island, just so if somebody get curious and try to find us, we can move location.
Okay,
I
so
say
you
that-
would like me to prioritize transportation of the island as a option.
Yes.
Well, that's an infrastructure, of course. We need to have a nice place. There got to be a place for people to come hang out. It's like a destination staycation,
Well, I mean, we have a couple of options here. Number one would be transportation of the island. Number two would be protection of the island. Number three would be just general understanding of capabilities of the island. Which of the three here would you prefer?
What do you mean by capabilities of the island?
I don't know. It's
So you could do a theme
It's
park,
interesting.
you can have nice place, people hang out.
no,
What?
that is unlikely.
No,
But I would
no.
say that there is other options that this island could provide us that we do not know of.
I will
There is
say
the protection of the island, which we could be building into activating defenses, or there is the activation of transportation options. So advancing the ability for us to transport this island to other areas.
I would say I don't know. I want to see if everybody agrees.
I say protection, if anything, then, right?
I was going to say knowledge of the island.
Which you can go for. There's three options. There is knowledge, transportation, or protection.
Well, knowledge is the transportation.
Cool.
Nope.
No. I mean, you know the island. You know what you can do with it.
Transportation is transportation. Protection is protection. Knowledge is who knows.
Can't we have one person on one and the other on the other, and have two of these going at the same time?
You currently have one scholar.
That is true.
Do y'all want transportation of the island, defense,
I think
or
if we
knowledge?
do transportation of the island, doesn't that also kind of cover protection of the island because we mobile?
Yeah.
And we also
Knowledge
have
of the island. What's that?
we also have that massive metal golem that kind of protects the island. So
That and like the other side of that is we do knowledge, we probably get information about all this way. But it'd be more like general knowledge, maybe not as applicable knowledge. I would say
Teleportation?
yeah.
Sure.
I was going to say, and just y'all can say no to this. I was going to say knowledge, just because the simple fact of people don't know exactly where we are, how to get here yet, so we don't need the teleportation per se right now.
Yeah, but teleportation, at least we can get our product where we want it if we need to, you know? Maybe it's like a fun party boat island, you know? It's like you know, you get party boats, people have parties on it, it's like a big yacht. Instead, it's an island that can come over to where you are. You can hang out, have some BBW, some.
But we don't
some.
want people on the island.
Wait, but we do. Why not?
No, we don't right now.
Not right now, no. After we finish the infrastructure, that's the part, right?
Yeah. So, Scholar, how long will it take you to
Yes.
do one of these?
Oh, well, I mean, transportation of the island, I'm going to say 2 weeks to a month. If I can have access that I need, which I can. Protection, that's not really my jurisdiction. Infrastructure, if I work with Val, maybe a couple of weeks.
So it's going to take us 4 weeks to get there and probably back. So why don't you do both? Why don't you do the teleportation and the knowledge of the thing?
Which
So
would
do
you like for me to work on first?
teleportation first.
Teleportation.
Knowledge of the island second, and then defenses last. Do y'all agree?
We already have enough defenses. That's fair.
Yeah.
Very well. I will begin working on teleportation today.
All right. So tomorrow
Dig
morning
it.
we're out of here, guys.
Okay, so you guys have an evening to work on your preparation for setting sail tomorrow. What would you like to do?
That's it for me. Like I said, me and Rick did enough. What do y'all want to do?
Who is your captain of the ship, or who is your bosun?
Oh, does it matter? I mean, I'm just looking for a full crew from any of the Protheus
You're
guards.
bringing someone from the Protheus Guard?
Yeah, I'm like letting them pick the crew. I mean, they do trade routes. They help with trade routes all the time, so they have a good understanding of where to go, where not to go, and how to handle it. So,
Okay.
yeah, just picking a Protheus guard crew that we can use just to get us there, and they can take our ship back and get us another time whenever we call for them. I want our ship to be back here basically after we get on land. Unless anybody else feels different.
Okay, so you're taking a Protheus Guard crew to the City of Iron. Is that correct?
To drop us off, yes.
Okay, on your ship.
On our ship.
Got it. Okay, so you guys prepare a full crew of Protheus Guard to transport you upon your ship to the City of Iron, and the next day you set sail. You leave the mysterious island behind, and you sail through the flaming reef.
Bernard.
Quite carefully, and head out towards the west on the seas, on the high seas, towards Valgra, the City of Iron, and we will pick up on your trip next week.
I wanted everybody also
I'm
to
excited for this, man.
see that
I
logo.
want to check out the city.
Yeah.
Hmm?
I'm
Go ahead, Ryan.
excited for this next little segment here. Going to the city. I think it's gonna be dope.
Metal City, yeah, it should be
Yes,
interesting.
sir.
Side note,
You had two metal city options. You had City of Iron and City of Bronze. I'm interested to see where you go with that.
I wanted everybody to see the logo that I painted on the golem on the way out.
It looks nice.
That's what it was.
Badass logo.
It's pretty dope.
He was like, yeah.
Wait, where'd you post that?
Team Press Cadre. It's in the Facebook group.
Face
but
that
yeah.
book.
Yeah.
Oh, it's on Facebook. Okay.
So anyway, all right.
Isn't it Facebook?
Appreciate it, everybody.
Yeah, he did it on Facebook.